Galvins of the internet, welcome to the Gallant Horde. Today we are playing the Anemone Caves, which I dare you to say 3 times fast. These 6 lovely people are going to go and find out why researchers in these caves full of anemones are disappearing and not returning to the surface. That's pretty much all the information they have, so this should be fun. Before we get into all of that, though, we will do our usual things. So, every week we give away an in-game item. It appears magically in the home of one of the members of the Gallant Horde. Today's in-game item is called the Veteran's Cane. It's basically a cane that can be magically transfingied into a longsword. So that's pretty cool. So if you would like to win that thing, please type !shiny thing in the chat. You can keep it if you are a Horde member, or you can gift it to any Horde member you wish, and it will appear in that Horde member's home by magic during the mission sometime. That's number 1 thing. Number 2 thing is Birds of a Feather. That's a thing we do. It is a subscriber reward. So if we hit 50 new or renewed subscribers in a month, we organize a Birds of a Feather game, which is basically a party of 6 characters who are all the same class. We've done a bunch of them already. We have rogues coming up in June because April has gotten away with us already. So that is scheduled for the 19th of June. We'll be doing our rogues game, 6 rogues, 1 adventure. And we have locked in Druids as our next class from our March subscriber reward. At some point in the next little while, we will do a marble race for who the 6 lucky players will be who get to be a druid in that game. And that all happens in the Toasted Ogre, which is our subscriber channel in our Discord. So if you are a subscriber, pop on over to our Discord. Make sure your Discord and your Twitch are connected so that they talk to each other and know that you're allowed in. And you can vote on what you want the next class to be. That vote runs until either we hit the target or the end of the month, whichever comes first. It looks like we're already like halfway there because you guys are ridiculous. That's amazing. We love you. Thank you. We do have a bunch of other subscriber goals which will appear below my face at some point over the course of the day. But that's what we're going for right now. So, that's that. I'm gonna get these lovely people to introduce themselves and their characters while I roll some Potion of Resistance, starting with Rex.
Hi, I'm Rex, and I'm playing Ursa Rustfur, the slightly mentally incompetent Barbarian.
Cheryl.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I play Eerden Moonael, the Ranger Sorcerer. Not quite sure of her race or her class anymore. So, but she looks like an elf.
Sort of Elven Eladrin thing.
Yep, that's her.
Shawnali.
Hello, I am Shawnali, and I will be playing the Moth rogue Indigo today.
Mike.
I'm Mike, and I'll be playing the half-giant Artor Galvins fighter.
Cat.
Oh, I'm Kat.
That's you.
I will be. Yes, that is me. I will be playing the Aasimar pirate cleric, Captain Arryn Indigo.
And Gavin.
Hi all, I'm Gavin, playing the holy himbo himself, the returning Garen the Blessed. Huzzah!
Very good. So today's Potion of Resistance is resistance to psychic damage. Will it be handy? Who can tell?
You!
So,
can tell.
chat, me, I could, but I'm not gonna. Chat, you are able to gift a Potion of Resistance to whoever you want. This can be one of the characters you see before you, or it can be anyone they meet along the way. Good guy, bad guy, anyone can be resistant to psychic damage. It's entirely up to you. Also, there are some other things you can do in chat. You probably by now know what most of them are. You can give the players inspiration. You can heal them, although not from being dead. And you can have a good time, I guess. have I forgotten anything? Does anyone have anything that they would like to tell our illustrious and wonderful viewers about before we move on? Cool. In that case, is there anything any of you would like to do before you enter the throne room today? No?
Unlike normal, Artor only has his hammer and now a shield.
Oh yeah, because he gave his sword away.
Ursa comes running up late.
I was about to say, I go get Ursa.
Good job.
With his shiny new backpack.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
he has a
it's
backpack
pretty.
for getting pretty things.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So you have been given various buffs by your fellow Horde members. I assume you have all taken note of whatever you have in that regard. In that case, you enter the throne room. And today, the lady is wearing a gown with it almost looks like it's made of anemones. It's kind of cool and weird. It has a like textured look, but if she turns, it also just looks like sheer fabric. So there's something weird and magic-y going on with that. At some point, someone more talented than me should really draw all these dresses. I'm just going to put that out into the universe. But it's gorgeous, as are all her mission dresses. And she says, adventurers, welcome. Are you all ready to descend into these caves and find out what is happening to these researchers?
Are we going at low tide?
Well, I can send you. I mean, I'm. To be honest with you, I'm not sure of what tide it will be. Does it matter?
Not
No.
really.
My lady,
No.
both Eerden and I have done some research alongside Harper. We can definitely confirm without a shadow of a doubt that tides will or will not be a factor depending on the moon and the water levels and stuff.
I see. Well, hold on one moment. And she sort of closes her eyes and she goes, it seems like it'll be sort of heading towards, like in the middle of the two, heading towards high tide when you arrive. If that matters.
It doesn't.
Absolutely the
thank
perfect
you.
time.
Are you
Good.
alright there, Artor? Is
I'm
this some
good.
sort of strange grief response that I do not understand? She says with great compassion.
No. Garen, you have ginger, right?
Absolutely. Always.
Thank you, Garen the Blessed. Nope, I'm good. That's.
Very well. Did anyone have any other questions
Oh,
before I
stand
send you on
behind
your way?
Artor.
What are the chances that any of the missing scholars are not eaten or destroyed or gone forever? Like, if it's a rescue mission, where do we return them to?
I suppose just bring them back here and I will have them return to the academy. That's probably the easiest way. I don't think there are very many people around there anymore. They've all, the ones that, didn't disappear, have all been driven off.
Yes, I was just double checking because somebody else reminded me that maybe some are alive. I don't know, but just in case.
They may be. As I said, we don't know what has happened to them. That's why you're being sent in. So yes,
I
if you
suppose
find
the
them
odds are
alive,
exactly
bring them back
50%.
here.
Either they are or they aren't.
Yes, that's true. That is a very Garen the Blessed way of looking at the problem. But yes, if you find anyone alive, you may bring them back with you, and we will be sure to return them to their place of residence.
Outstanding.
Sounds like a plan.
Anything else, or are you ready to go?
Ready?
Let us go.
Unwraps ginger,
Go.
takes slice. passes to
I'm
Artor.
going to walk up behind Artor, and I'm going to give him a little pinch at the elbow, just to like, hello, I'm here. Like, Indigo doesn't do comfort very well, but this is my offering.
Pretty sure I was given orange slices, so Ursa's just
Amazing.
eating.
Yes, yes, everyone has orange slices.
Maybe
Excellent.
Ursa, save it for later.
She claps her hands as this is happening. And you all
half
feel that by now very familiar tug of teleportation, and you find yourselves kind of on a beach. It's quite sort of wind blown, a little bit chilly, cloudy. It has that really like rich, salty smell in the air. Very rocky. And before you, you can quite clearly see that there's like a cliff face that comes out into the sea, and there is an opening. Can I get a perception check from everyone, please?
Yes.
Just right out the gate.
Should I do it with disadvantage, considering he'd been kneeling in the sand trying to catch his
Sure.
breath?
Yes.
Nat 20 for 28.
Ooh, wow. 19.
Using it early.
18.
9.
4.
Garen
Oh.
rolled a disadvantage as well because he's on his haunches, having failed his con save. So he got a 4.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
this image of Garen and Ursa like
Yeah.
next to each other, leaning on each other, like,
Petting Ursa's back while we're like, oh, this is rough, man.
Arryn failed the save.
Supposed
Arryn,
to
that
get
was a
easy
9
with-
from Arryn, right? So yeah, you failed the save because you're trying to avoid being asked to heal them. Like looking at the sky. However, Eerden and Indigo. Artor, what was yours?
18.
Okay, and Artor, you all can clearly see against the edge of the cave wall there is what looks like a man just chilling there with a little like fire made out of driftwood, eating something. Like he's just hanging out at the entrance to the cave eating something.
Hey, man.
What? Where did you come from?
Far
You're
away.
like a moth.
Yes.
That's
Great observation.
that's unusual. Cool.
What are you doing here?
What? Having lunch. He's eating. Now you can clearly see it's like a fish that has been roasted over this fire.
Don't you know these caves are dangerous?
Yeah, I do know that. But sometimes the pursuit of knowledge is more important than danger.
Oh,
They-
you're one of the scholars. Yeah, okay.
That
Finally.
makes
Makes
sense.
Yeah, but I thought all the scholars were frightened away. But you're still here.
Weak they are, frightened away by a bit of stories and myths and people disappearing and not coming back and probably being eaten by something.
You know, this
Can
is
we
why I
please
don't
not talk about
associate with
food right
science types.
What? I heard the not to. Garen just drowned you out. Sorry about that. Arryn, what was that?
This is why I try to avoid science types.
Well, the anemones here are very valuable and precious and should be studied. And also, there are those who use them for nefarious purposes. It's not okay. So I am here to prevent badness. Are you badness?
No.
At that, Artor's gonna. Oh, so you're gonna stop me and just swell to his full 8.
No. We're here
No,
to talk
wrong?
about
Okay.
valuables.
Very big.
Oh, yes.
No, he's very. Hey, how did you do that? His scientific inquiry is overridden.
Oh no,
his
he didn't.
fear.
He didn't go to
Oh,
the
he
sword
didn't
point.
do
He
it,
just 8 foot.
I take all that back.
Excuse me, kind scholar. Let me just understand something. Are you saying that we can make enemies out of the enemies?
Oh no.
Are they enemy and enemies? Because that gets really complicated really quick. Can we not do that, please?
Garen, no.
No, they're just plants. Well, technically they're sort of animals, but also plants. That's part of what makes them so interesting, is they kind of
But
bridge the divide.
People are using them for
between plant and-
nefarious purposes, making them enemy and enemies. I don't like it. I'm against it on principle. Let's go and sort it out.
Well,
Wait, What are you saying about these anemones? Is there something special about these in particular?
I mean, yes, they're very interesting. And he launches into a long and complicated, very highfalutin scientific lecture on what makes these
Artor, make it
anemones
stop.
so interesting.
Artor, make it stop. Make it stop.
It's
Artor,
full
make
of
it stop.
extremely large words that Jax doesn't know because she's not a marine biologist. But he definitely knows them all and is willing to use them.
Sir,
That's
sir,
not
Yes.
we're here to help.
Who are you helping?
You and your
Are
kind.
you sure?
Your scientists.
My
Yes,
kind.
yes.
Oh,
The scientists.
okay.
Yes, the scholars.
The scholars.
It's
Fine.
a whole different species.
But okay, so we have found out from somebody higher up in the academy that perhaps people are going missing, and we have come here to ensure that you are all safe, to protect the anemones.
Not the enemies, just the enemies.
The anemones, right.
Good. I think he thinks he's being funny. Does he think he's being funny?
If you laugh,
No, he's being
he will
quite
stop
serious.
eventually.
Huh. Forgive me, but in my field of study, we get a lot of anemone jokes. Everybody thinks they're a comedian.
Well,
Very
I am
good.
taking
It
this
is.
very seriously.
Well, I am on 8th part of my mother's side. It has been. This is known.
This is no.
Ursa's going to take his bucket out and start making a sandcastle again because he has no idea what the hell's going on.
Make a performance check.
Yeah, I'm good at those. Dirty 20.
That's a really impressive sandcastle. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Like, I'm just gonna let everyone talk, and I'm just gonna like, yeah.
you mentioned that they could be potentially dangerous if people were misusing these anemones.
Not dangerous exactly, but in order to get their venom, you have to kill the anemone, right? And people like to use it for purposes of their own. It can be used. How do I put this delicately? For recreational purposes, if you see what I mean.
Ah, I see. Okay. And
So I'm here to make sure that that doesn't happen because these are very precious creatures that need to be protected from those who would use them for recreational purposes. You see?
and destroying them in the process.
Exactly. Can't have that.
Exactly. Can't have
Stupid
it.
people.
Valiant
I've
effort.
seen dolphins do that.
Yeah.
Dolphins do that. Well, that's different
I-
because that's part of a broader ecosystem,
Dol-
right? Anyway,
dolphins
dolphins
No,
aren't
they
violent
know
to
what
these.
they're doing. They know what they're doing.
I've never met anything more chaotic than a dolphin in my life.
We now know why
You get
dolphins
it.
are always smiling. This answers a good question. Now we know why they're always happy. Recreational enemy use. That makes so much
But-
sense now.
If how deep within the caves would we have to go before we come in contact with the anemones?
Well, there's like a passageway. You go into the passageway. There are a few on the walls, but then you get to like a dip, and then you have to kind of swim underneath the dip, and you come out the other side, and there's a big cavern, and it's just full of them, and it's honestly the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. They're like phosphorescent, and they glow, and it's like a religious experience. It's so beautiful.
Ah,
Is
Excellent.
there-
However, you need
Oh.
to be careful because that cave fills up at high tide.
Yes. And
and how long
is there...
until high tide? Do you know?
Oh, good question.
Oh, he kind of looks at the sky, looks at the sea. Maybe an hour.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
are there a lot of other paths, or is it relatively straightforward?
It's straightforward. I think there might be some other pathways in the underwater bit, so just make sure you're going in a straight line.
Okay,
Don't get
Kind scholar,
good.
when the
distracted.
cavern fills with water at full tide, do
Mhm.
other sea life come through? Is there a chance of meeting other aquatic animals in there that could be dangerous?
Well, I don't go in there at that time because you see, that's pretty much what happened to the guys who didn't come back. Like
Of course.
they thought maybe it would be important to study the anemones while underwater. So
Mhm.
they developed some ways of breathing while underwater. You may have heard of that. I know it sounds very far-fetched, but it's possible. And they thought that maybe there would be something happening in there that would be worth studying, which I agree with. That seems like an excellent scientific pursuit. You should always encounter creatures in many different environments to fully understand the way they behave in there. Anyway, but none of them came back, so I've avoided that.
That makes
I'm
sense.
very curious, but I don't actually want to die, so I've avoided it.
Understood.
So, what if we found out for you?
Do you want to die?
No.
Well,
think about it.
we are quite hardy and hard to kill, especially that one over there. And he'll point to Ursa, that's making the sandcastle.
He does look beefy. This guy is skinny as, like, he is your classic skinny academic. He's quite wiry, like he's got muscles and stuff. He's obviously a field scientist, but he's not large.
So we'd
He's
just
like,
sort of look
I
up
mean-
and round and like, I'm not beef. Bear, not
No,
cow.
He's not very smart, is he? Is he the muscle? I take it he's the muscle.
I think between me and him, we're the muscle, yeah.
He kind of takes a look at all of you and he goes, actually, a few of you are the muscle, by the way. Anyway, I mean, yeah, if you could find out what happened. He gets distracted as Artor flexes, just for a moment. There's like a twinge of something beyond scientific interest.
It could be pretty scientific.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly biology.
Well, I suppose if you could figure out what's happening to them and whether there's a way to avoid it and still study the anemones in that environment, that would certainly help us.
All right.
Have you been in since they've went missing, or you've just stayed right here?
Yes. No, I go in every day, but I go at low tide, and it's fine.
So nothing happens during low tide. It's high tide we need to worry about.
I
Or-
assume that's when they disappeared.
Kind scholar,
Correlation
did
is
any...
not causation, though, so it may be a coincidence. They all say I'm crazy. They say that I'm going to die and get eaten by some sort of terrible sea monster, but I say the anemones are important enough to risk it.
I'm bored
Well,
of
so was anything left behind?
anemone talk now.
Yeah.
Was anything left behind? No.
Yeah, from the people. No, so everything went with them.
No.
Wherever it's gone.
Uh-huh.
Gear, records, everything.
Yeah. All gone.
So stands up and puts his bucket away, puts his shield back on, and is just going to walk up and look in the cave, and it's like, are we going?
Oh, please, can we go?
Yep, I think we're going.
Okay.
Just one
Okay,
more
good luck.
question.
Yeah.
Just one more. If one were to lick a sea anemone, what would happen? Just out of curiosity.
You would have an interesting day.
All right, thank you.
Why do I feel this is going to end badly for Ursa?
It's gonna get
Or
badly for
very,
someone.
very well. Or very, very well for Ursa. Depends on the day.
It is quite fun, just be careful, he says as you run in. He's definitely licked the anemones. He's a scientist.
Before I walk in, can I do the Ursa thing and see if I can find anything pretty on the beach, please?
Sure. Make an investigation check, please.
Oh, that's not bad.
You find Artor. Flexing.
Okay, it wasn't bad until I realised that it's -2. 15.
Still okay.
Bad for Ursa. That's pretty good. Yeah, there are shells and pretty bits of driftwood.
Sweet.
You can definitely find something like that. This is Ursa's second beach mission. I just realized that.
Yeah, that's where do you think you got the bucket from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so driftwood and shells, it's all going in the little thing that was made for me for my back.
pretty.
So. Yeah. Happy Ursa.
All right.
So before we head in, I'd like to use my boon of Norkamal and listen in the cave for anything outside of regular ocean noises. Not that Artor knows what ocean noises are.
A perception check. With advantage, I think there's with
Yep.
that boon.
Oh, thank God for advantage. That's even worse. So 9, 10.
Sure sounds like the sea.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like listening to a shell.
All right, so we're going into the cave?
We're going into the cave.
Yep.
Cool.
Eerden, were you listening to all of the scientific explanations?
Yes, I was taking notes.
Excellent. So
Oh, good.
if
I'm
it's
glad
an
someone
enemy,
was.
and you see another enemy, is it an enemy, or is it just another enemy? How does the semantics work? Is it an enemy? I get very confused. I don't like
It's
this at all.
It's just another. Just another.
It's another enemy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a nosebleed coming on.
Don't think about it. Just don't think about it.
Okay.
You enter the caves, and it's really just a tunnel at this point. The ground under your feet is damp. It's definitely splashing as you walk. You get the sense that this is going to fill up over time. Given where the entrance of the cave was, as the tide comes in, it will like come right up to the entrance of the cave and whooshel down into it. There
We have water
is-
breathing, right?
Yes.
We do.
Yes, we do.
For 24 hours?
That
Yes.
will be handy.
Water walk for an hour. And a couple of people have got freedom of movement, right?
So you
And Artor.
so these tunnels are pretty average tunnels. They're made of rock. There are bits of plant on the walls. You can see a couple of these little anemones. They're very vibrant. Like their colors are extremely bright and beautiful. Yellows and pinks and oranges and greens and blues. Really, really pretty. There aren't that many of them in this tunnel, but there are a few. And they do glow with the phosphorescence that he mentioned.
Look at pretty plants.
I know. I kind of want to take them home.
I feel like we're not supposed to, though.
I know. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. I know.
And if I understand the scholar correctly, they're not plants technically. I think they're creatures. I think
Well,
I
they're
got that.
kind of in between.
Yes.
Really? Well, I was
Yes.
only half listening.
They're pretty.
In the
Yes.
Feywild, we have many
Oh.
plants that are also creatures. It is not so weird.
Remember when we helped Sarah's mom?
Yes.
Yes. That.
Well, they were definitely plants, just angry plants. Very angry plants.
So
Let us
we'll
be
just
careful.
leave these alone.
But
Yes.
it looks like there is possibly two paths, which is not straight, but you know.
He did say when you're underwater, that's the bit where you have to go straight.
Yeah.
This is not underwater. There is definitely water on the floor, like you are splashing through water, but it's not deep.
If we
Just-
look at the sides of the caves, DM, how does the high tide mark go right up to the roof, or does it come halfway? Can we see the high tide mark on there?
Make
In those tunnels?
either perception or investigation. I will allow either of
Oh,
those.
I have to roll for it? That's
Yep.
okay, cool.
Could I assist with that?
Absolutely. So you can roll with advantage, and I will let you
Yeah.
choose. I'm guessing you will choose perception.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
While Garen's doing that, I'm
And
just
natural
gonna take
19,
my
23
potion of
total.
resistance.
There is no high tide mark, which suggests these tunnels fill
Oh,
up
it goes right up.
completely.
Okay, yeah. I will confirm that to the rest of to the team. Okay, that goes all the way. That's great.
Sorry, Eerden, did you have something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say while we're looking and walking, I will drink my potion of resistance, because why not?
Cool.
To psychic damage.
Correct.
Is that right? I think that one tastes like licorice, right? Is it the one? One of them tastes like licorice. I'm not sure if it's psychic or force. One of them does. The other one tastes like aniseed.
I'll drink mine. Is it licorice or aniseed?
I don't know.
It's
Both
licorice,
are
whatever.
gross.
Hey, they're not supposed to be good. They're supposed to be good for you, not nice. All right. This is medicine.
Indigo is
Just take it.
is traveling.
Okay.
They're going north.
Which way? Okay, cool.
Artor. Ursa, we're going north. We're going up.
Oh,
Wrong
okay.
way.
The other north. There we go. We got it.
It's very quiet, apart from the like drippy. You travel through these tunnels. I obviously don't have a really long tunnel map. This is it. This is the tunnel map. But you travel through it for some time. Maybe 15 to 20 minutes, you begin to notice that the water is definitely rising. It is beginning to come up to your calves, up to your knees. Like, it is definitely rising.
Do we have any small-sized people? No, we're all.
No, just so everybody knows, my wings are going away because I don't like them wet.
That's fair.
So at the moment we're all walking on top of it, right? Because we've all got water walk for an hour.
Up to you. I think you can choose.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, sweet. Then you're going on top of it. In that case, the roof is coming down towards you over the period of time.
Oh yeah, Artor's on top of the water. He's
Yep.
It's just
Aaron,
totally
the time-
splashing through it. Like
Yes,
Ursa would have, Ursa would have been like jumping in puddles the entire way.
So you move through these tunnels, and it's probably 40 minutes or so before you come to essentially what it looks like just a pool, and the walls around the cavern. And by now, those of you who are tall are probably hitting your head against the ceiling. Like it's getting full. And this is clearly the point where he said you needed to go under.
when we get to that point, Archer would slowly just sink into the water.
And Indigo will pinch his little elbow again.
Aaron's
I have
gonna
more
take
ginger,
the feather
if
from
needs
her hat and shove it down her shirt.
Okay.
It's a weird ritual you've got there, Captain.
I would rather not lose it.
Ah, I see. I thought you were just tickling yourself for fun.
You can always put it in my
Oh, I
bag.
don't do that in public.
Ursa will literally hold out his bag and just like, you can put it in here if you want.
I'm gonna put my whole hat in the bag.
Because
Probably a good idea.
what people don't realize is Ursa actually has a bag of holding as well as the one that's on his back.
Yep.
So like he has all the storage.
I'm keeping the feather shoved down my shirt, but I am putting the hat in the bag.
It will be safe.
Important for our
Appreciated.
storage. I understand.
Yeah.
Bar of holding. That should be a thing. That should be a thing.
It totally is.
We will go
So-
under the water.
Yep.
We're at the pool.
You're at the pool.
Mm-hmm. He watches whoever's going under. Artor's just watching. Just.
I will go.
Does water breathing allow us to talk underwater as well,
Yes.
or is it just breathe?
Yeah.
It does.
I believe it allows you
This
to
is
communicate,
amazing.
yes.
Look at the definition. This is the first time I've ever.
Sorry, Ursa's just there on the top, splashing around and pretending like it's a bath. Just waiting to see what's going on.
Right, so Artor's underwater, Garen's underwater.
Correct.
No, Artor's not underwater. He's
Artor's not
standing.
underwater.
Nope, he's.
Okay.
Garen's underwater.
Aaron's underwater.
Indigo's underwater. Aaron's
All right.
underwater.
Eerden will come up to Artor. Well, I mean, as well as she can.
Well, if you're in the water now, you're both floating at the same height, so you're good.
That's true. All right, brother. We've got a mission.
Fuck. Yep.
How can we do this? How can I help you with this? We can breathe. We can
He'll
talk.
submerge himself.
Okay.
And then she'll come down.
I'll like it.
Huzzah!
Let's just let's
Come with
just
me.
go. I'm a follow Eerden, Indigo. Try to stay close to everybody.
I'll be with
Ursa,
the-
what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out if anyone explained that he can breathe underwater.
I don't believe so.
No. He's gonna watch everyone go under the water and be like, oh, okay. Big breath.
Oh. He'll get it eventually.
He'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
No, he won't.
I mean, he can hold his breath for what? What's his con score?
5
Like
minutes
a
or something
billion.
crazy.
So
Yeah.
figure
Plus
out
5?
yet.
All right. Who is leading this adventure to find this cavern of anemones?
Was probably one of the first people to say I went, so me.
Can you
And
make
I'll
a
follow.
survival check with advantage if Arryn is helping?
Yep, I'll help.
Excellent.
It's not
Given that
very
we're so
difficult
close to it.
because you literally just have to go straight, but I understand
Oh.
that for some people that's difficult.
Hey, 22, baby!
Yeah! Alright, easy. You move through this tunnel underwater, and you do see that there are a couple of openings that lead out, but it's pretty clear which way is straight. And you come out in a mostly but not entirely full cave. Oh, I need to take your guys with you. Hang on. Copy.
Oh.
It's gorgeous. All the walls are covered in these anemones, and even underwater they are glowing. It's like being in a disco ball. It's amazing. They are multicolored, just beautiful. The whole place is just aglow with like pinks and greens and blues and oranges. It's stunning.
Ursa heads straight for the surface and is going to go and clutch
There's
onto
like
that.
maybe this much space in the roof right now. Not a lot. And it's still
He
filling
do-
up because
He doesn't know he can breathe underwater, so he's going to head straight to the surface.
Cool.
Did anyone
Ursa.
tell Ursa he can breathe?
Yeah, Ursa, you can breathe.
I thought that Eerden did.
No, there's a difference between saying you can breathe underwater and explaining to the idiot of the party that he can breathe underwater.
Not always, but you know, today, currently, Ursa, breathing in the water is possible.
Don't do it tomorrow.
But not tomorrow, just today.
Today only, you can breathe and talk underwater.
Like he's above the water. Like
Assume that you two have followed him up.
Yeah,
and are
that's
explaining
fine.
something.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
he doesn't
Alright.
like. Hang on, let me. He does not understand. His intelligence is -2, and I rolled a 4. Like,
Well, I tried. Alright,
You'll
let's look
get
at this
there.
cave.
You'll get there.
Alright, what are you doing?
I am looking around.
Yeah, is there any signs of life outside of regular sea life? Because like I
Anybody
imagine
here?
there are fish.
Make
Oh,
a
wow.
perception check.
Oh sure.
Artor is going to, while staying underwater, kind of spin himself
22.
around and watch the route that we just came from.
Okay. What was it? 22, did you say?
Yep.
There are fish. There are lots of fish. They're tiny fish. There are many of them in this cave.
Are they going in like any particular direction? Because like Aaron's been on the sea and in the sea for a very long time, so she'd know that when the fish go one way and they're all going the same way, there's something the other way.
No, they seem to just be kind
They're
of
just
chilling.
vibing.
Yeah, they're just doing fish things.
Schooling.
Some of them are doing that thing fish do, where they swim
Schooling.
between the anemone things.
You know, I have to
Uh,
concede, sometimes my god does make cool shit.
It is
Oh,
very
and that
pretty.
hurt to say.
Yeah, it's so annoying when your god is good.
Things certainly seem,
Yes.
things certainly seem better down where it's wetter under the sea.
Hmm.
With a survival of 23, can Garen the Blessed see any other tunnels or entrance or access points other than this? Is there another tunnel away, either small or large?
Not obviously, no.
Okay.
The walls seem
Alright.
pretty intact.
Cool.
You can make an investigation check if you want to look for anything that isn't obvious, but that's not really a survival thing.
Well, we can certainly try investigation.
I did
Just
go
why?
above the water, and I did call just to see if anybody was.
Yeah. There was no reply.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a 15, dude.
No,
15?
it just seems like
No?
a big cavern full of really pretty anemones and a bunch of fish. At the moment. Don't you love that at the moment?
No.
This is
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
well, this
just
is
too
fairly
much.
delightful. What kind of do we have any stingrays? Stingrays probably not.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to start looking around on the floor if I can get down to the floor.
down.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that might resemble tracks or claw marks or people rending upon the ground as they're being dragged to their doom. No, help me! Claw marks and all that kind of
Gotcha.
jazz.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Make a investigation check.
You are killing me today with investigation. Okay,
You
that's
keep
cool. That's
looking
cool.
for things.
Yeah, natural. That's a natural fuckle. I bought these really cool dice yesterday that I can't read. 6. That was a 6. Yes. Do I have Twitch inspiration? That's not going to help me.
You
I'm gonna
probably, but
I'm
you
not
do,
going to bother.
if
It's
you want
alright.
to try. No, okay.
I'll
No,
it's a
there
six.
doesn't
It's
seem to.
okay.
What you do notice, what I will give you, is the bit where you came up is much deeper. It's quite clear that there is like a sheer wall
shelf.
that
Okay.
if you came here at low tide, it would be a pool and the floor would be
Okay.
dry.
Nice.
So this is obviously when the scientists come. They come at low tide,
Yeah.
they climb out, they check out the things.
Mhm.
But there's no obvious signs of struggle, no.
Okay. All right.
Can
Oh, I just rolled another intelligence check to try and figure out if he can actually understand, and I think a natural 20 he can breathe.
Yeah, he can probably work it out then.
Yeah.
Even Ursa with a natural 20 can work it out.
I am going to go to an anemone
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to poke it.
Excellent. I was hoping you would do that. Can you make a con save for me, please?
Please use a stick. Don't use your finger. Never mind.
All 15?
15.
Fine.
Cool.
It's not fine.
I'm gonna go not fine.
I was too eager.
So you poke it, and all the little, like, tentacly bits kind of, and then, and there's like a little prick on your finger. It doesn't even really hurt. It just, and then nothing happens for a second, and then you start to feel amazing. Like this is the best day you have ever had. This place is the most beautiful thing you have seen. The colors of these plants are incredible. You have never
guys-
seen such vibrant colors. It's
This
frickin'
fucking
amazing. Mechanically, you're technically poisoned,
Yeah.
but it doesn't do any damage. What it does do, however, is your intelligence stat will drop by 1 every 6 seconds until you hit 0. Your passive perception becomes 0. You are passively unable to perceive anything other than the beautiful colors of these gorgeous plant creatures. And if you take any damage, you don't notice. It does the damage, but you don't notice. Because you are just enthralled by how frickin' Indigo is currently extremely stoned. Basically is what this means.
You guys, this place is fucking great. Excuse me. As I float. Just float.
In the background, you hear, "It's such a perfect day."
I'm floating. I'm floating and everything is beautiful.
Sis,
You're also
what's
very,
on-
very
what's-
stupid now.
What's going on with Indigo?
Indigo's just floating in the
no.
water. Looking happier than
Artor,
you have
I've
ever
seen
seen
this
them.
before.
They've never
Yes.
been this happy in
Something's
their
wrong.
lives.
This-
It
this
is now
why
very
you're so-
clear
so scared.
why these
Yeah.
anemones are harvested.
So that's why.
And because she's
That
are you
explains a
underwater
lot.
technically, or on top of the water at this stage?
I'm just imagining Indigo underwater just kind of rotating
yeah.
blissfully.
You can't even see the drill or the foam. We don't even know that she's stripping.
Yeah.
We're just like,
No.
seems like she's having a great day.
They're really yeah. I mean, the weirdest part for anyone who's spent any time with Indigo is how purely happy they currently are.
Happy she is.
Mhm.
That's what's really scary.
That's
Garen.
how we know.
Uh-huh.
This is
Also, sorry, go ahead.
If I
Someone
do
was
a
saying
21 medicine roll, can I figure out that actually she is clearly tripping balls right now?
yeah, like clearly that anemone did something that made her very stupid and very happy.
You didn't laugh. Did you lick it?
And
Did you lick
as-
it, Indigo?
She poked it.
As high tide has now hit, and the cavern is now full of water. So I'm just gonna like move you across to my full of water page because I have one of those. Please hold.
So now I'm in a moral quandary because, like, I could cure this, I could, and yet Indigo is clearly happy. So I have a real dilemma now.
I think if you can fix it, you probably should.
Well, you
Because
can
if it
argue that
comes
she's
to a
you can argue they're
fight-
currently fixed now.
But people
Can
are
I
being
interrupt
kidnapped.
for 1 second to ask you if your tokens are accurate to where you currently are.
Yes.
Yep.
Medicine
yes.
check on,
Um,
I did a
Sure,
medicine
I
check on
love
Indigo,
think
so I'll be a
that
little bit closer over here.
Ursa.
Artor, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Absolutely. Can I have with advantage because I've been waiting for something to come through there?
Oh, absolutely.
22.
22. Yeah,
Yes.
you can definitely get the sense of like ripples, like something fairly large is coming up this tunnel towards this cavern right now.
He will send a message to Eerden. Something's coming, and draw his hammer.
Okay. As you do that, you see coming out of this tunnel up into this cavern a large lizard-like creature with a large kind of maw and several arms that are arms but kind of tentacly. It is pretty horrible, and it is going to come straight for you. We're going to do a contested initiative between you and the creature because you were definitely ready for it.
All right.
Oh jeez, my dice are doing what they always do to me.
I would be delicious right now.
You sure would.
I will pass on Artor's message to everyone. That
I got a 13. How about you?
I got a 14.
All right. So you can hit it first,
Oh.
and then
Oh.
we'll roll initiative for everyone.
So do you want me to just roll for all 3 hits?
Sure, go for it.
Because he's... Oh, no. 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 This is why he doesn't like being underwater. So that is
Freedom of
a
movement, don't forget.
20, 16, and a 19.
The 16 misses, the other 2 hit.
Okay. So that will be 19 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, hang on. Are you immune to things? This is your hammer, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And ooh, everyone's within 30 feet of me. Awesome. Awesome.
That word you're using doesn't mean what you
I'm
think it means.
floating away.
I mean, it depends because there is a Y axis that we have to take into account at the moment as well.
True. There's 12 cold and 7, so 19 cold total.
Okay, you do notice that cold doesn't seem to affect it as much as you would expect. Being an underwater
Okay.
thing, it's yeah.
And nothing
Does
affects Indigo. They're
is
cool ass.
Eerden, who is anyone in my range?
I mean, Eerden was quite close to you, right?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
tell
tell-
him about 10 feet ish.
And it
This
looks
is of the cold
like
thing,
15
right?
for Eerden.
Yeah, that's the
25.
30-foot explosion.
So I would say definitely Eerden.
Probably
Ursa,
everyone
how
in
high
Indigo.
are you? Not as high as Indigo. Sorry.
I'm literally within like a foot of the roof.
Yeah, so probably not Ursa. It's probably just Eerden.
Now, I don't remember how we had ruled on the runic shield. Is it all of the blasts until the end of the turn if it's success, or is it just one blast?
I think it's per round.
Okay, so he
So
will
if you
use his
succeed, yeah.
Yep. He will use his reaction to try to shield Eerden from the blast.
Okay.
And that's a charisma versus my spell save. That's a fail. The runes shatter.
So 19.
Yep.
All right. However, you did do smashy damage, which means that around you and the creature, as you hit the creature and you can see it kind of break the skin and a little bit of blood comes out, the fish around you lose their fucking minds and they go into a much quicker movement and are super duper like, and they open their mouths and you can see they have tiny little sharp teeth.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Did any of the fish nearby die?
I gave that swarm cold damage, yes.
Okay.
Even though you didn't know it was there, I did.
Thank you.
Alright. And now,
Oh no,
Oh, God.
this is terrible.
I need initiatives, please, from everybody.
We are in real trouble because Garen the Blessed just rolled a dirty 20 for initiative. This cannot go well.
I just rolled a nat 20 for initiative.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
These are the two clerics.
We
What
know.
the hell?
Clerics
We are
aren't
aware.
supposed to go first.
Understood. Copy that.
Listen, I'm a cleric on a technicality.
Alright, over 20.
21.
21.
Indigo, until you're cured, you will spend all your actions and bonus actions just looking at the pretty lights. Just FYI. Sorry, over 20?
21.
21.
Dex off.
+3.
+1.
Ursa. And then Arryn. I heard a dirty 20 from someone.
Garen the Blessed Heart.
Garen, what is your dex, Garen?
Let's not dick shame the cleric. That's uncool.
Okay, we'll put you after
plus
the monster
2.
then. Yep,
+2.
after the monster.
Yeah.
Over 15?
I did hear a
15.
16.
Cool, Indigo. Oh, sorry, Eerden, what was yours?
15.
Okay, so Indigo, Eerden, Artor.
8.
Cool. Alright, so the fish go first. It turns out.
The ferocious fish.
Yep, the fish go first. So they're called quippers, are going to try to bite the peeps that they are near. So they're going to bite at Artor and at Eerden. They're going to do it twice each. So Artor. One is a 10, and the other is a 24.
24 will hit.
Awesome. So you will take 17 points of piercing damage from tiny fish bites. Eerden, one is a 15 and one is a 23.
23 hits.
You will take 13 points of bitey fish piercing damage. That's that.
Oh, I'm going to swim at the thing that Artor was hitting. How is my movement limited?
Do you have freedom of movement?
No.
No.
Then it's halved.
Halved.
Unless you have something that lets you swim at normal speed.
I mean, I can grow a tail if that helps.
Propeller speed.
Is it a bear tail?
It's a weird spiny tail. It's weird.
I'm
So
not sure that
probably
would help,
not,
unless
no.
it's like a beaver tail. Or a whale tail.
Flukes.
Okay, instead I'm going to swim and try and take out some of the fish, because I can move 20 feet.
Alright.
Bonus action, I'm going to rage,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to take 2 attacks at the fishies.
Cool, go for it.
So that's a 22 to hit,
Yes.
and more.
Yes, 22.
Like, yeah. So let's go for a bite for 8, 9.
You are eating the fish.
So that's 13 points of piercing damage, followed by 11 points of slashing damage from my claws.
Does that count as magical?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yep, you managed to eat a couple of the fish. They're really individually, they're tiny. They're little things. They're not, but there are a lot of them.
Okay, I'll rage eat the fish.
Yes, rage eat the fish. Excellent. Some of the fish are now eaten. That's you?
Yep.
Arryn. Arryn is grinning in a way that makes me think that cat is
I'm
frozen.
gonna see if the big.
Ah, there we go.
Am I good?
Yep, you're good.
Excellent.
Oh, you're laggy now.
I'm gonna see if the big. I'm gonna guiding bolt it
Yes, guiding bolt it. Do it.
up the butt. Does a 12.
12 does
does a
not
12
hit.
hit?
No.
22. War God's Blessing, plus 10, 22, hit.
Oh, okay, then yes, Garen makes you hit.
Rock on.
Well, now the next take gets advantage. Nice.
Damage?
That's
All
17
the
points of damage.
Cool.
Yep, 17 points.
That's radiant,
Uh,
I assume.
for Guiding Bolt, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Cool. Anything else?
No. That'll be me.
Alrighty. And that brings us to the monster, who is going to attack Artor since he is right the fuck there. So,
Brilliant.
he is going to... Oh wow, he does lots of things. Okay, first, before he attacks Artor, he is going to launch a grasping spout at Eerden. I need you to make a strength saving throw, as he basically shoots out a spout of some kind of really gross stuff at you.
18.
Oh, wait, wrong thing. Oh no, that's a save. Oh, wait. Disadvantage underwater.
Freedom of movement, maybe.
Do you have freedom of movement?
Yes, she does.
Yes, I do.
It says the target must make a DC 17 strength saving throw and has disadvantage if it's underwater.
Yeah, I would say then she has disadvantage.
Yeah,
16.
that does not succeed. So, basically what it is, it's like a, you know those children's toys where they have the hand and then you like, and it grabs
Finger
hold
traps.
of things? Yeah, those like, gross, slimy things. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, those things.
Sticks to the wall.
Yeah, those things. That's what it's like, except it's made of acid. So, it is going to...
This is like the worst hentai ever. I'm
do some acid
no.
damage, and... So that is 23 points of acid damage as the thing hits you.
I like to use my reaction to absorb elements.
Okay. And then it's going to pull you back with it, so that you are now next to him.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. And then he's going to bite Artor, and then claw each of you once. Because it can do all of that on its turn. Bite is 25.
That'll hit.
Whoa, those are big dice. No, 32 points of piercing damage as he bites you.
Okay.
And then the claw is not as good. 16.
Does not hit.
No. Claw on Eerden is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Right, that is 19 points of slashing damage from the claws.
And a quick question.
Yes.
I've never used absorb elements before, so I take all of the acid, right? The damage. On absorb. I'm trying to read it and understand it.
Let me have a
I think I take it and then I give some back on the next attack.
I mean, it says you have resistance to it until the start of your next turn. I would rule that starts with like that you're absorbing some of it, so you're not taking that damage. You're redirecting it. So I would say you take half damage. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's how I read that. I don't know if that's how it's meant to be read, but that's how I read it. All right. Also, 30 feet around him, can I give him a thingy? Can I ever find these? Or a 30 feet radius? Within 30 feet, so radius. Let's give you a gross tint because you are gross. So anything within that radius.
Oh, we can't see it.
Really?
Nope.
I thought
You have
if
to
they
click
can
show
get
to
it.
players,
Okay, wait. Where is show to players?
or make visible when you do the aura thing.
Ah! There we go.
There you go.
Can you see it now?
That's
Yep.
that's gross. Yeah. Well played.
Anything in that area needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
$28 for Artor.
Gonna
You're
use
fine.
mine with advantage.
26.
26 saves.
12.
No.
Oh, sorry,
12.
14.
14 does not save. So you're gonna take some poison damage.
I think I have advantage against poison damage. Damn it.
Oh, really?
Isn't it one of our boons?
I cannot be expected to remember all the boons.
I know, I gotta let my computer do what it needs to do.
I was just watching Shawnali throw her hair, and I could just imagine Indigo playing with the antennas in the water.
Nope, I guess not.
Okay, so 15 points of poison damage.
I'm taking all the damage. All the different
Yeah.
types. Just give it to me.
Just realized I have curse words on the bottom of my socks that should at the bottom of my foot. I was like, ooh.
So we never
What
ever
are the TNCs?
use those words on this stream. You are also now poisoned, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And that is his turn. Garen the Blessed.
Garen the Blessed. So Indigo currently is kind of safe from harm, except for possibly self-harm, but you know, that's a different show. So I'm going to move here to block her and essentially play Cleric Shield. Then we'll look to request this beastie fail a Wisdom DC 16 saving throw as a bonus action for Toll the Dead if they take necrotic damage.
That was an 8.
Oh, that's a fail. Oh, excellent. It's been hurt before, hasn't it? Oh, nice.
Yep.
That
It has.
never ever gets to roll 3d12 before. And then roll
Not very
one.
wise.
Fantastic. Yeah, I need to remind myself. And that's 9, so it's 10, 10, and 11 is 21 plus 4 is 25 necrotic damage from Toll the Dead.
5.
Yeah, potent spellcaster is worth taking for those people who are in the library. And as an action, he will cast Freedom of Movement upon himself.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
he can do that.
Yes. That's him.
Turn.
Indigo. It is your turn.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You're gonna look at the beautiful, beautiful anemones.
You're fucking right. Yes.
So beautiful. Excellent. Eerden, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. What to do? So, I'm going to use a sorcery point to twin Mind Sliver
Mm-hmm.
at the big bad.
Intelligence save, right?
I think so. Hold on.
Mind Sliver's intelligence, yeah.
Eerden, also, did you see that chat gave you a healing word?
Oh no, I didn't. Thank you.
1d4 plus 4. I'm pretty sure it's an intelligence save.
Hmm.
Because Bomber does it to me all the fucking time. So that's a 14. Assuming it's an
think that
intelligence save.
Fails. Hold
It probably fails.
My internet is going slow. I'm sorry.
I love how Indigo's just being stoned in the background. It's great.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
Got to give the people what they want.
Just put a filter on your thing on the stream so that you're all like psychedelic.
Yes, I've been orange and teal this whole time.
I'm sorry. D&D Beyond is not my friend at the moment.
It's all good.
Fine, I'm
Right, do you want me-
swimming.
Do you want me to look it up? Mind Sliver.
Yes.
For any future sponsorship deals, we'd like to say D&D Beyond is the preferred digital platform for the
Alright, it's an intelligence save of 16.
So, hey, I'm resistant to psychic damage. Thanks, chat.
Never mind. Just gonna stay right here.
Yeah, you can still roll. It's half damage. Resistance is half damage. And you twinned it, right? So I should roll for the second one.
Yes, please.
That was also shit. So you can have all your damage.
And I'm rolling like ones. It's 20 points of damage total.
Cool. So it will take half of that. Thanks to Twitch chat. What else
And
you
then-
got?
Thanks, Twitch chat.
I guess I will attack because of absorb elements. I'll try to attack with my short sword. It has to be a melee attack.
Okay.
So
So you do have disadvantage on that attack because you're poisoned.
That's gonna miss with a 2. Oh, and a nat 1.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, all of them miss at disadvantage.
Did you steal my dice?
Apparently so. And she's
Okay.
gonna hang out next to the guy. The thing.
Just to be clear, you're not grappled or restrained. It just pulls you there, but once you're there, you're able to leave if you wish. Artor, you're up.
All right. Artor is going to bonus action Shield of Faith on Eerden. AC increases by 2. And he is just going to hammer the ever-loving out of this thing. So that's 21, 19, 22 for his 3 attacks.
Hit.
Okay. That is almost max damage. 28, 35 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And 10, 22, 32 points of cold damage. And he is again going to try and protect Eerden from the blast. And with
16.
Yep, and with a 16, does that do it? 16 does it. The runes hold, and she doesn't take any damage.
Cool. The fish do though.
Ew. Oh, and I need a strength saving throw
Ursa.
from him.
Oh, because it worked. Your save your friends thing worked, right? So Ursa doesn't take it because Ursa is in that fish circle.
Nope, I can only protect one person.
Ah, okay. So Ursa will take that 32 cold damage.
I have advantage on saves against things I can see.
There's no save.
It's
Is
not
there
a
no
save.
save? Oh, okay.
There's no save. But you're raging, so it's not bludgeon. Never mind. Yeah, 32 cold.
That's fine.
But I need a strength saving throw from
Monster.
Tentacle Dude as fire shackles, magical fire shackles shoot out from the hammer.
Oh.
Like he's
Sorry, strength. You said that's a
Yep.
16.
That's a fail. He is restrained for 1 minute.
Cool.
And
He's
he
not
takes
happy about it.
7 points of fire damage.
I think he doesn't.
Is he
takes
immune to
less
fire?
than that. Not
Oh.
immune, but. Cool. That's you.
That's me.
It's time for fishies.
death by sushi is not a good way to go.
So this fish group is going to
No,
move
it's
towards here because they're moving to where the blood is. And they're gonna bite all the people, including the monster, because they don't fucking care. Twice each. So, we will start with Ursa. 1, 7. Wow. And 8. 7 and 8, that's what I rolled.
Nope.
7 and 8. Artor. 19 and 17.
Nope.
Eerden. 24 and 11.
24.
24, I assume, yeah. That's not very good. 7 points of piercing damage from the fishies. And the monster, of course they hit the fucking monster.
Oh, just for fun's sake, they had advantage because he's restrained.
Okay, well they only missed one of those, so I'll re-roll that one. So
Friendly fire, man. Green on blue happens all the time.
they're not friendly. Nobody's friendly here.
That's not true. Everything's friendly here.
Yeah.
I just need to
Indigo's
move them
very
so that I
friendly.
can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Having a great time.
So he took maths is hard. 16 points of fishy damage. They're just like, blood. Nom nom nom. Alright, that's them. Ursa, you're up.
Oh, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm going to take 3 attacks against fishies.
Okay.
So that's 24, 23, and 21.
All hit.
So we'll go
Eat
for
some more fishies. Ursa.
bite
Ursa just
first.
goes on missions and has seafood. That's
Yeah,
what
no,
Ursa
it's
does.
great. It's a buffet.
Actually, it's more than that, but I was reading the wrong number, so it's more. So that's 12 piercing from the bite. Nice. Maximum damage from the claws. So that will be 22 slashing from the claws.
Oh,
Whoa.
there
That's
are
awesome.
slightly less fish in the water, but there's still a lot. Ursa has eaten some, and
I'm going to move closer to everything as well.
okay.
Just trying to stay in the
I'm gonna
center
move
of
the
everything.
fish across slightly so you can still see the baddie because it's easier, but they're actually also in Eerden's face. Cool, that's Ursa.
Yep, that's Ursa.
Arryn.
Okay, I am going to Guiding Bolt Squidward.
Yep.
Attacks have advantage.
It's natural 20.
Ooh.
And that's max damage plus.
Correct.
Is it? How does it work? Sorry.
So you roll, and then you add the max of the dice to whatever you roll. So if it's a d6, you roll a d6 and add 6.
Okay. Okay, it's 8d6.
That's a lot.
8d6 plus
8 times
31.
8 times 6 is
I don't know what 8
48.
times.
48
48.
plus 31 is 79.
79.
What kind of damage is that?
Radiant.
Radiant.
Yeah! You wiped out Squidward, is what you did. He just blasts into, like, a lot of pieces. There are now lots of pieces of this terrible lizard guy in the water, floating around the cave, driving the fish into a further feeding frenzy. What else would
This
you like
is
to
fine. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the fish.
do? Okay. That's a dex save?
That's a dick save. Yeah.
Fish dex save. Wow.
What Dixie or a fish?
It turns out very, but not enough. 7.
No,
There, Dixie, my
that's
dice
10
hate
points of.
10.
It's 10 points of damage for the fish.
Cool.
It's force damage. If it is important.
I don't think it matters for them. It mattered for him,
Cool.
but as long as it's magic.
Right.
Cool. That's you.
Excellent. That's me.
Awesome. Garen
Yep.
the Blessed.
Can
The lizard has been
Assume-
blasted to oblivion by your cleric friend.
Actually, that's cool. That's nice. Clerics,
But, but there are
You should
still a
bring-
lot of very hungry fishies.
You should join the union. You get healthcare. So can we target a swarm for Toll the Dead? Is that cool?
I don't see why not.
Cool. Please fail a 16 wisdom save, fishies.
Wow, they have a negative wisdom. That's a 13. They're
That's
very,
20
very
points of
focused on the blood. How
20
much?
points
20.
of necrotic damage. 20, yeah. That's the bonus action, free action out of the bag of holding. Oh, it's underwater. It probably doesn't work. No sound effect underwater, I guess. Just a. I'll take out the staff of healing and very respectfully just boot Indigo on the knee, and we will remove poison. Sorry, trip time's over.
There you go, you return to yourself.
Holy shit!
Yeah, you seem to be having fun. Is Eerden actually in the swarm? The swarm's kind of actually over her as well, isn't
Oh,
it?
sorry. Yes, it is. The bad guy was
Okay.
behind
Yeah,
the
yeah,
swarm. That was one. Yeah. So yes, those three are
okay.
all in that swarm.
Well, we probably need to move a little bit so we can get to Eerden next round. If I go to about there, then everyone's in 30 feet of me. Cool. Yeah. I'll move to there, and that will be me. Thank you.
Okay. Indigo, you are no longer tripping.
Holy shit, you guys, that was the greatest experience of my life.
I actually feel bad
And
for Indigo. I'm sorry, but we need you.
I am going to shoot into this school of fish. But I guess?
There are now less of them. Roughly
I don't
half
know.
of them.
Does a
Just gonna
12
put
hit?
that out there. It does not. It just goes straight through the swarm.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to hide. Bye.
Indigo, you have not taken any damage, have you?
Nope.
Cool.
And
Excellent.
I stealth 25. I'm hiding, baby.
Okay. Awesome. Eerden,
Indigo's
You are in a-
Indigo's licking
in a
the
swarm of-
enemies in the background.
bitey fish. What would you like to do?
Can we use like firebolt? It's treated the same underwater or no?
I think so. Yep.
Okay, I will attempt.
I'm gonna say yes. I don't know.
Eerden,
Mag-
it's magic.
magical
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Magic fire. I'm going to attempt because it's at disadvantage, right? To
Yes,
firebolt
because you're poisoned.
closest,
Yes.
the closest fishy to me.
Okay. Or group of fishies.
I rolled the same on both, so and that's 16 on the die.
That hits. They're slightly harder to hit now that they're less of them, but they're still not hard to hit.
It's 22 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh,
And then, so I'm surrounded.
yeah. Yep.
So then
They're like in your space. They're swimming around you, nipping at you, basically, is what is happening right now.
Okay, at second level, I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
And anything
Oh,
within
yeah.
10 feet of me, which I might mean Artor, I'm sorry, needs to do a strength save of 16.
Okay. Nope.
I'm gonna back Artor on a strength save of 16. I'm gonna back him.
The fish failed.
But they don't have any arms. That makes sense.
So did Artor. Artor failed.
What?
I rolled
Okay.
a 2.
Oh my
Did you use
You
advantage?
jinxed him.
I did not use advantage. No, I'm gonna keep it as is.
Oh, okay, so let me just roll that. I rolled low on the damage. It's 9 points of damage, and you cannot take a reaction
Okay.
until its next turn.
Okay.
No, good thing I already used my reaction.
Yeah.
And that's my
That's you?
turn. Yeah.
Artor, you're up.
Oh, hey, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the fishies.
Okay.
Swinging for the fishes. Where'd my other? Oh, there it is. 19, 24, and 12.
Yes, yes. No.
Okay.
12 does not hit. The other two do.
26 points of bludgeoning damage. And 13. 25 points of cold. Since it's his turn, he can use his reaction now, right, Cheryl?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think
it until-
it's
Okay.
until their next reaction.
He is going to again attempt to protect Eerden. With a 21, that'll succeed. The runes surround her, and she is protected from the cold.
Cool. What about Ursa?
Ooh, how much do I take?
Also, Garen the
20
Blessed is within
25.
30 feet of you now.
25 cold.
Garen, you too.
Is the water starting to like crystallize around Artor yet?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Alright, it's the fishies' turn. Now that there are less of them, they only get to bite you each once. But they're also going to bite Garen, because he is right next to them. So, Eerden.
Fantastic.
I don't think that's going to hit. 11.
No.
Artor. 15.
Nope.
Ursa. Wow. No. 14, I'm guessing no. And Garen the Blessed. 18.
You know,
That's
no.
what I thought.
So cute.
Cool.
Look at them. They want to make friends so badly.
They're like nibbling at you, but it actually just feels nice. They're confused by the armor.
Totally my spirit, my glow. This is amazing.
Ursa, you're up.
Cool.
Fight the fishies. Eat the
yeah.
fishies.
Can I use my bonus action first and grab the cooked fish from the firebolt and just stuff it in my mouth quickly?
Sure.
Because that sounds like something you'd do.
Bonus action, eat the fish.
Free action gorge.
That's a 25, a natural 20,
Yep.
and a dirty 20.
Yep.
Right, so the bite. 9 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
The crit is. I rolled a 6 on the d6, great. 6, 12. 17 points of slashing, and then another 8 points of slashing.
Cool. You all watch as Ursa just tears through this group of fish, rending some of them with his claws, shoving others into his mouth, until there is just one little fish left that manages to swim away from Ursa. Arryn, it's your turn. There's one fish.
I growl at the fish and try and make it swim towards
That's how I'm
Eerden.
interpreting there's one hit point in the swarm. There's one little fish left.
Okay. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the lone fish. So that's Dig save.
Dex save. Come on, save little fishy. It literally rolled onto a natural 20 and then bounced off. And failed. Onto a 2. But that would have been funny.
Okay.
You don't need
10
to roll
points
damage.
of
It's
damage for
one
the
hit
fish.
point. There is no more fish. The fish are gone. And at this point, as the cavern returns to its peaceful previous state, we are going to take a break because Adam needs to do some marbles. So we're going to do our in-game giveaway. That will happen in chat shortly. But while that's happening, we actually have a combo giveaway today because 2 of our people wanted to give stuff away. So first, Kat, show us what you're giving us. Well, not us, the people. Oh no, you
Enamel
froze. Yeah! They're so beautiful, you guys.
Am I back?
I have one.
Yep. So I have several patterns for different sexualities and genders, as well as just a straight rainbow one, and you can pick.
So, thrown into the mix, I was about to say Artor. Mike has some things to throw in as well.
Yeah, just to add a little extra fun, we're going to add the Kickstarter exclusive Legend of Vox Machina stickers, as well as the
cool,
Kickstarter exclusive deck of cards.
Awesome. So all of those things are in today's winner pack. We'll take a break, Adam will do some marbles, y'all can enter to win those cool stuffs, and we'll be back in 10 minutes or so to see if they've achieved their goal. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome back to the Gallant Horde. These lovely people have hung out in a cave, discovered that the anemones have a certain quality, and fought some stuff and eaten some fish in Ursa's case. What do you want to do, people?
Garen the Blessed will just use the Staff of Healing to remove the poison effect on Eerden. And we might just have a bit of a professional look up and down as the Meta can go, that looks a bit rough. And we might just pump in a little bit of healing. Only to Eerden, though. I think everyone else is kind of okay. So we'll just do a cheeky little cure wounds. I'll get to have my wisdom. That's pretty cool. Take 19. Sorry, take 15. 15, 1-5. And remove that poison condition.
No longer poisoned.
Yay!
Alright. You are in a cave full of water and beautiful anemones. And there are still some fish, but they don't seem to want to eat you anymore. And there is now floating in the water bits of lizard guy, and quite a lot of dead fish. It's pretty gross. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Artor's gonna stay put and just keep watching the tunnel.
Okay.
Ursa's gonna reach up and grab one of the floating fish and just
So, hey guys, turns out, just touching the anemones, things happen, you don't just need to lick it. But, I don't think that was it. That seems too simple.
It was far too easy.
Right, so I think we need to take a spin around to the cavern.
Garen the Blessed just looks to Eerden and go, wasn't that easy.
Do we also
not
maybe
really.
need to check the other routes of tunnels?
That's
We
what I
do.
was thinking. Since it came in here.
I concur.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep watching here. If y'all want to investigate.
Although you can imagine that particular beastie incapacitating a scholar quite easily and devouring them at their leisure. It's just about how many of these beasties there might be. I think that's the question that Indigo is positing.
But would it?
Oh, I like the scholarly words. Positing, that's a good word. I'm keeping that word.
But would it? I mean, I don't know. Want to eat whatever they had? Just whatever equipment
Loot.
they may have had.
Indigo, there may be loot. Let's go loot hunting.
Yeah. Yeah, or we yeah.
Ursa is going to have a look and see if he can find pretties.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole cave is full of pretties.
yeah, investigation 22 for things to look for.
But he
So specific.
Define things to look for. What are you looking for?
I am looking for things left behind, metal shining, anything that is not meant to be growing out of the walls here.
You take a pretty good look around this cavern, and there is absolutely nothing like that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Nothing like
because
that.
If there's people going missing, they would leave a book.
Where's the
There would be a
stuff?
pen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Even
but-
even if it was they drowned, there would be a body.
Well,
there's-
unless the fishies ate the body, but then there might be.
There'd
the-
still be bones.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think it's this. We are not done.
We're not done.
Then we go what, back, down and up the other chute, side, passage.
Yeah, go back the way the creature came from.
It could be a
So,
lair.
if scholars were interested in this place, and the lady has connections that are interested in this place, wouldn't it make sense that the other may also have interest in this place for a different reason?
That was full of intrigue and subterfuge. You will be a great and mighty Thane, because I understood none of that. Excellent. This is class A politics. I love it.
He was already Thane. He's going to be Jarl now, you guys.
No, the one we're against. I don't want to say the name because names have power.
My disgraced uncle.
There you go.
Garen is not going to. This is
The
not going to make
husband,
it.
Garen. Garen the Blessed.
Yeah,
The
that's-
husband. The lady's husband, Garen the Blessed.
Understood. Right.
Insight.
On
Does he
mission,
understand?
Let's go.
Insight.
Narrator
Does he
voice.
actually understand?
Narrator voice. Garen the Blessed is unsure what is happening, but will smile politely.
And make a deception roll.
Huzzah!
Make a deception roll to see if you have convinced Artor that you understand.
He does have advantage on deception, you guys.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
Is it deception if he thinks he understands? Natural 20 on an advantage, 22 for deception.
Well, what was your insight?
14.
You are absolutely sure that Garen has got the message. He gets it.
On
He
point,
knows what you're
understand.
talking about.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. Crystal clear.
So, what's
We're all
the
going to
possibilities
die.
that the others involved here?
Don't worry, Indigo knows that Garen's full of shit. But, it is possible, but what do you think his interests would be here, is my question.
I mean, didn't we just recently have someone that could put the poisons of those things to use?
Yeah, we do. Maybe we
mean-
should bring him back some, eh?
I mean, we technically still do. He's just helping in other ways.
Right.
Yeah.
So if he can't be the only person that could make use of something like this.
That's
Armin,
true.
we're talking about Armin, right?
Right now we're talking about Amnon, yes.
Yes.
Understood.
But
Continue.
how would we draw out the? You know what I'm saying?
That's too much subterfuge. I don't know. It's just a thought.
You
Well,
want to extract the venom safely? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm wondering if somebody was involved. If we want to fuck around and find out, is my question to all of you currently.
Yes.
You want to fuck
I'm
around and
always
find out?
game to fuck around and find out.
Hmm.
I made a career out of it mostly.
I'm looking at Eerden. I'm looking at you, girl. Are you comfortable with me fucking around and finding out?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm doing some face shit.
Some
Oh, all the face shit. I mean, we've got to do what we got to do, right? We've got a job.
All right, I'm just this might not do anything, but also maybe it will. I'm just gonna hey, Oberon! Hey, King! You fucker! Anybody here want to fight me? I hear you've got a tiny wiener. And your oak trees are wilting. Oh, and your nose is crooked.
Oh, the husband! Right,
Please.
yes! That makes much more sense now.
Please make an. I want to say intimidation check.
Okay.
Just for fun.
That's a 2, unless it's advantage for some reason.
Can Art? I don't know how Artor would be able to assist.
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
you're huge,
The
and
fish.
Ursa's huge.
The fish just swim around. The anemones look pretty and inviting. You are not suddenly in the presence of an archfey. That would kill you all. Oh my god.
Yeah, what a way to
we
go.
We weren't necessarily looking for him, just somebody who would be like really offended for him, you know?
There's no response.
Is there a roll I can make to determine what I can and cannot touch as I'm looking for pretty shells?
Has anyone told you not to touch the pretty plants?
No.
I did. I definitely did.
Yes, you did.
Don't do it.
I guess that would be in terms of Ursa being able to distinguish between things that might drug him and things that will not. Is that what we're trying to do?
Pretty much.
Nature check. Let's go with that.
Oh.
That gives you half a fighting chance.
Hey,
No, it doesn't. It's the same as my intelligence.
Okay.
I've decided to do something foolish.
Again.
Go on.
The qualifier
I've-
is again.
I've decided to use my Twitch inspiration to reroll my whack intimidation check.
Do it.
Do
And
it.
I got a dirty 20. Just to see.
Make a perception check for me, Indigo.
I rolled a 13, by the way.
Well, in that case, you can probably tell that you shouldn't touch the pretty flower things.
Cool.
18.
I have to roll. Hang on.
I don't like this.
Indigo, and only Indigo. You hear inside your head a very sardonic and very masculine chuckle. And that is all.
Okay.
Just like,
Okay. Okay. I do not say anything to the group. But maybe I go into the corner and I'm like, if you can still hear me. Oops.
I'm just going to come back to the group with a fistful of pretty shells and clams and stuff and just go, look, I found pretties.
Very nice.
Those are
The
lovely.
lady will like them all.
Those are nice. Yeah.
Lovely.
We
So-
already searched this, like the floor of this cavern, right? For any type of
Yeah.
non.
Garen the Blessed tried, but he didn't do very well.
and Garen searched the cavern, yes. He did not find anything.
Searched the cavern. It was a 6. So Artor backed away the fish came. It came from it attacked you over.
So it
Here,
came
right?
out of the same tunnel you came through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that the way you came through is not the only way through that tunnel. Because the
Exactly.
guy at
So
the
we have to go back
entrance
the other
told
way.
you
Yeah.
that there were other... Yeah.
I think we need to
We
check
have to
all
clear
those
the other
tunnels.
side. Yeah. We have to clear the other side.
Go.
Yeah.
Let go.
Artor will
Just watching
foolishly lead the way.
Shawnali's face is amazing. You what? You will
Art-
swim...
There's definitely a journey happening down there.
Uh-huh.
Indigo's
What is Artor
processing
doing?
hard.
Sorry?
Artor is going to lead the way.
Okay. Make a survival check, please. Before you
we
do
will-
that, where are you going? Are you going back the way you came, or are you going to take one of the side tunnels?
One of the side tunnels.
Okay. Make a survival check for me, please.
Do we
If
just have
he-
time to be close enough to give him guidance?
Okay. I was gonna
Got it.
say I will help if that is helpful.
We'll do both.
Oh,
Advantage.
With advantage at
D4.
D4.
Advantage with guidance, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, advantage D4.
That's 25, 26, 27.
Yeah, you can definitely find a passage that feels like the currents are moving in such a way that it clearly is coming from somewhere. Like there are currents moving in this tunnel. It's not a dead end, is what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Artor's gonna lead the way and just follow on.
So you're all following?
Yes.
Yep.
Can we just get a
Indigo.
quick?
As you dive into the tunnel, you hear a very charming, very lovely male voice in your head that says, I like you. You have attitude. And that's all. And then you all go. So you're all going down that tunnel?
Yeah.
Excellent. It comes out in another pool, but this one is elevated compared to the cavern you were in, so it's not full of water. That's the good news. Let's take you all with me. Hang on. Indigo's hiding because they have now made a connection in their brain.
Indigo fucked around and found out. As
Yeah,
was
well,
the goal.
I asked the group and everybody was cool with it.
You find yourselves in a cavern that is clearly been lived in. There are bits of like construction, barrels, ladders going up to platforms. It is, however, deserted. There's nobody here.
So it's not underwater?
No, it is not underwater.
Oh, Artor's rushing right out of the water.
Oh, hello,
Cool.
cavern.
Indigo went straight to the little place where they're keeping shit.
Yeah.
There are barrels and chests and things in that little space.
We're gonna go up or down.
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Take a second, realize Indigo went the other way. Indigo, we went this way.
Oh. Okay. I'll walk over. But just so you know, there is stuff over there, and we will be making a stop on the way out.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
How is Indigo acting?
good. Yeah, I was
Artor
gonna
is,
say, is she?
Artor's spent a lot of time with Indigo lately, and are
That's
they
true.
acting strange?
And so is Eerden.
Yeah, Eerden has too.
How is Indigo acting?
Well, let me. I've rolled the wrong dice, but we'll see. That is to say. They seem like fucking cool, man. Deception 29.
Indigo's good at this.
Alright, cool. Artor
Did
can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't beat that either. So.
Do Eerden and Artor look like they are concerned?
No. Not
Well,
with-
no,
not with that
because as
discussion.
far as they
Yeah.
can tell, Indigo is perfectly normal.
I'm drying out my antenna.
You said there was stuff over there, Indigo?
Oh yeah, there's like chests and things.
Alright, we'll check it out on the way back.
Yeah.
Definitely. Can I have my hat back?
We're probably gonna be underwater again. Are you sure you want it just now? Are you just feeling a little naked?
Feels.
Strange without your hat?
Yeah.
Open the
Can we
back.
get up
I'll
here,
leave-
DM?
I would take my hat
It's
back.
like a ramp. Oh wait, I was looking at Artor, not you.
Like,
Where are you going? Oh,
I-
there. Yeah, it's like just an elevated wooden
I'll
platform.
have a look.
There are little steps.
I'd
There are
pull
a
the
couple of
hat
bed
out
rolls.
very carefully, trying not to put my claws through the material of it.
Thanks.
Someone clearly has been sleeping here at some point.
Does it echo in here?
Does it probably, yeah.
He's in.
Can Ursa growl very loudly and see how far it echoes?
It echoes out and comes back to you.
Yeah.
Bring things to us. That's good. Anything in the sleeping rolls? Journals, notes,
No, nothing like that. No.
There's
No,
rolls?
It's
working
just
assumptions.
it
This is a
looks-
scholar's.
It looks very like temporary. Like this is just someone was sleeping here, but it's there's not a bunch of personal effects or anything like that. It's just bedrolls.
This is clear over here.
And you said it looked like it hadn't been used in a while, or no?
There was no one that you could see. There's no one there.
Okay.
It seems quiet and empty.
And if we're looking from where Garen the Blessed is, over here, or over here, can we see a high tide mark? How high does the water go in high tide? Will this always? It looks like it's always dry, right?
Like it, you're at high tide at this point. Or maybe slightly after by now, but not a lot. So this is probably as bad.
This is always out of the water, right?
Yeah.
So this is where the scholars could do a little halfway house. Okay.
Can Eerden look around? I know we've been walking around a little bit, so it'll be hard to tell if there's any other current like tracks or any other type of footing that doesn't look humanoid like our feet or our shoes.
Make a survival check.
Do it with guidance.
That's a good question.
Is that a D4?
Please.
For guidance? Okay.
Yeah.
26.
There are definitely footprints. Quite a lot of them. All humanoid. No weird creatures. But nothing recent. Like the newest ones are maybe 3 days since anyone's been here.
So I relay that to the team, but 3 days is still pretty current considering the information we have, right?
Yeah.
This could be from the people who are harvesting and not the scholars, maybe. This could be a den of iniquity.
I think if this is the scholars, the weirdo out front would have told us.
That there was a camp.
Yeah. I got the impression that there wasn't.
Yeah, it's in and out to study. And if they had a place like this that they knew they could go to all the time,
they would.
Why would they risk drowning? They could just wait.
So this
I
is
concur.
someone else.
Yes, this is the other party that is harvesting the enemies and weaponizing them or turning them into psychedelics. As displayed by Indigo, thank you. Practical demonstration was very useful.
Ursa rolled really high on his dice just then, so he's going to be very uncharacteristically Ursa and go, we should probably check the stuff over there now because we might not be coming back.
Yeah.
Wow. Ursa had a brainwave.
He did.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt?
I was going to say, did that hurt?
It's like trickle of blood coming down.
No.
It's just sort of like...
Ursa took his potion of psychic resistance. He's fine.
No, he didn't. He doesn't know he has it.
He should have. They would have stopped.
Does somebody want to help me check over here?
Yeah, sure.
Eerden came with you, so she'll help.
Ursa's just going to sit down in the sand and hold his head for a minute.
Oh. Artor's
you
going to
found,
check out
Artor?
that other platform.
You are looking at things in the little cavern. Please make an investigation check for me, please.
Dirty 20.
Eden?
16.
Okay. There are several chests. Nothing is locked. Clearly, whoever left them here did not feel they were in danger of being looted. There is a chest that has a relatively small one that has a bunch of like random bits. It looks like what would happen if someone was robbing a lot of rich houses and taking all their knickknacks.
Oh,
kind of
let
shit.
me just start filling my bag.
Bunch of little, ornaments and fucking things of that nature. There is a box that contains a potion of some kind. You don't know, obviously, at first sight what kind of potion it is. And in one of the boxes you find several vials of a liquid that kind of, it looks like the inside of a shell. It's that iridescent, like multicolored swirling sort of thing going on. Say 5 vials of that.
All coming into the bag. I have a bag of holding. We're good. Every knickknack. I am not leaving a sliver of semi-ridiculous tchotchke behind.
One of you roll me a d12.
Do you want to do it?
3.
Oh, I was going to let one of the ones in the cavern roll it.
Sorry. I was on a different screen. One of them in the cavern. My bad.
9.
9. You also find 900 gold pieces.
Oh, baby.
Just in a container in that room.
I have a question for Jax.
Yes.
So when we were in the other room doing the fuckery, we were underwater, right?
Yep.
Artor doesn't like being underwater. The sound gets muddled underwater. Would it be safe to assume that Artor could assume that maybe he just didn't hear, and now that we're in the echoey cavern, he might hear? Artor doesn't know how Artor doesn't know how Fae shit works. He's still learning.
I see what you're doing.
Would it be safe to assume that Artor could make that type of connection?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Oh shit.
Yeah, everyone's already agreed, so Artor's gonna do some fuckery.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna say something pretty similar to what Indigo had said. You know, so much for the mighty Oberon. We're looting your people's shit. Your oak trees are wilted for whatever reason that means. Fuck, why are we worried about you? And he's gonna make it loud.
An intimidation check, please.
Oh, what have I done?
Do you say that out loud? Because I'm right next to you.
Yeah.
Don't ask the what question, ask the why
This is
question.
how we die.
Nat 20 for 22.
Oh shit. We're very good.
Okay. Artor, inside your head, you hear the same charming, very aristocratic sounding male voice. And it simply, it also chuckles. They're not my people, dear giant. But perhaps...
Oh shit! They're not his people.
That's what?
But perhaps you could be, is what he said.
He's gonna think, noted. But, oh shit! They're not his people.
I look at Indigo, because I heard what she said. I'm like,
They.
what? What did you mean by that? What have you
What?
done? What?
Look, Artor is yelling at nothing. It's so weird.
But you seem worried.
You know, Fae shit's scary. Spooky.
I'm gonna lose, but I'm gonna insight check her. Him, they, sorry. Go through everything. Oh, I can't even beat that.
Can you beat a 28?
No.
Okay.
Not.
It's, you know, Artor is, man, yelling at the air.
Oh, I didn't expect this turn of events. Here we are.
So he's just gonna go over
Artor's-
to Arryn and just be like, "What's going on?"
I'm rolling with it at this point.
Artor's standing. I assume the platform he's standing on is an elevated platform,
Yes, it is.
right? Because it looks. So standing up, he's gonna look across. So, Indigo,
Yeah.
you didn't hear nothing. I did.
What?
Yep.
I am going to fly. Hello, Artor. Wow. I fly over to Artor.
Oh, you can, if you're up there, see that there behind you there's like a rickety bridge leading further into the cavern, but that may be the least of your problems right now. Please continue.
Yeah, I fly over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did you hear, Artor?
Well, a chuckle.
Uh-huh.
And him saying these aren't his people.
Okay, shit.
Are you having this conversation just specifically quietly, or is it just a conversation that others could hear?
It is not loud on Indigo's part. I cannot speak for Artor.
Yeah.
Artor's still
We are-
talking normal.
Yeah, and he already
Okay.
said out loud that it's.
Yep.
Okay, so,
As far as Artor's concerned, Indigo just didn't get a response.
yeah,
So now Artor's like, well, hey, oh shit, I got a response. I need to
So
share it.
but I need his exact words to you.
They're not my people, dear giant.
Dear Giant. Anything else?
But you could be.
Okay. That is maybe not great. Because if he did hear us, and side note, Indigo's words are chosen very specifically. If he did hear us, and they weren't his people, there are two possibilities. One, he already knew we were here, which is concerning. Or two, we called him, which is maybe not great.
I mean, and again, he's talking normal. I mean, that was the kind of the whole idea, was to call him out. And I mean, we thought maybe it was his people, so it not being his people is a little bit of a hiccup, but we wanted to cause some fuckery.
But now he knows our faces. Cool. This is a very interesting response that you have received. And I think that perhaps there is a bridge. We should follow it and maybe look. But you and I maybe should stay behind in the throne room later because we have some talking to do with somebody who is important to us.
I mean, okay. We're gonna check out the bridge now, yeah?
Yep.
Ursa's
Everyone
already
heard
there.
everything Artor said.
Ursa's been ignoring you and just kicking pebbles down into the spiky pit of death.
So the bridge is rickety as fuck. Just gonna put that out there. It is not a
Cool.
stable bridge.
Cool.
That's fine, I can fly. Unless there's a roof limit.
No, you can fly.
I will fly.
Cool. What about the rest of you?
Artor,
Well, there's one way across, guys.
Hey. I will fly across. What is the distance of this bridge?
Yeah. What does it say there? Like 20 feet?
Okay, so I'm going to
Oh,
fly
you
to the
can't
other
see the end
side.
of it.
We can't
Yeah.
see the end of it, no.
Yeah. No,
That's-
there's not much more than what you can see.
Okay.
There.
I am going to fly to the other end.
25 feet.
And I'm going to test the post of the bridge. How firm is it?
Make a strength check.
Oh well. It's my
Pretty
one
firm.
bad stat, so let's see. 13.
Pretty stable to you.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tie a rope around this end,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to fly back over
Mm-hmm.
and give them that end of the rope.
Okay.
And I'm looking at everybody, and I'm like, well, I can't carry any of you. Bye. And fly away.
Since you're there, you
so
can,
we'll
you
take
can
the
see a lot
rope and
more of this now.
Ursa will take the rope and
give it a
tug
second.
on it.
Make a strength check, Ursa.
Wrong dice. Dirty 20.
Yeah, the pole it's tied to wriggles quite a lot. Indigo just isn't very strong, but it's like.
So I am going to koala bear the post. And hope that helps.
How deep is the pit?
It's maybe 10 feet, but it is full of spikes.
So theoretically, Artor could slowly lower himself down into the pit and just walk across and climb back up.
He could, but he would still need to make a dex save because there's a lot of spikes.
Okay.
Freedom of movement,
So
though, perhaps not.
It's a dex save to get across the bridge or a dex save to get through the pit. It's up to you which one you think is easier. I know which one is easier, but Artor does not.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 12. Ursa's just going to take a running jump and jump across. I rolled 26 on my jumpy thing.
Alright, cool. Ursa's just like
leaving the other end of the rope back there, and I'm just going to literally wrap it around my arm and hold it tight.
Okay, that's probably better than the pole. Cool.
I'm gonna try the bridge with the rope that is being held.
Make a dex save with advantage because of the rope.
Okay. 12. Aaron's not Dixie.
Okay,
She's
so
strong,
you're
not Dixie.
You're crossing the bridge quite nicely, but then your foot goes through one of the things, and you try to like compensate for the fact that the wood has broken, and you topple over sideways into the pit, taking some damage from the spikies. You are spiked to the... Oh, wow. I rolled ones. So you take 2 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Fuck.
From the spikies. And
I've had worse, but somehow this is still worse.
You are now...
Can I get
It's
up
the
off the
embarrassment of it all.
spike?
It poked your ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 2 points of piercing damage to your ego.
It's okay, Aaron's got ego to spare. Can I get off the... Like, am I impaled anywhere, or was it just like a scrape?
Not with 2 points of damage, it's just a scratch.
Yeah,
I would say
okay.
you can clamber your way out. Make
Cool.
an athletics check for me, just for funsies.
Okay.
Indigo. about to become
11.
a double agent. 11. Wow. Isn't that a good thing? Athletics, aren't you strong?
Yes, I have a +6, but I rolled a 5.
I'm giving you more piercing damage for that. That's better. You managed to get out, but it's inelegant, very uncomfortable, and you poke yourself several more times to the tune of 8 points of piercing damage on your way out.
Okay.
But you do get out.
My wife can never know this happened.
I don't know your wife.
Cool.
And that's a good thing.
3 out of 6. What about the other 3?
Sorry, how many points of damage was that?
8. 8 damage.
Oh.
You took more trying to get out than you did falling in.
Garen, I'll use the rope and get over as well.
Cool. Dex save, please.
Advantage or straight?
Advantage.
With the rope.
because of the rope.
17 plus 2, 19.
Yep. You're fine. Garen shows you how it's done.
Light feet, light feet, light feet.
Exactly. Yes.
Eerden will use the rope as well.
Cool. Same. Dex advantage.
24.
Yeah, you're good. Artor?
Clear the landing zone, please. And he's gonna step to the side of the bridge there, and
Yep.
use one of his boons.
Yeah.
And cast jump on himself,
Okay.
and just
Oh, yeah.
jump across.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eerden,
Right.
Eerden. Oh, yeah.
Cross.
The boom.
I could
Point
have used
of order.
step, but I didn't want to waste a spell slot.
The map has several lamps and fires in it. None of these are actually burning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay,
We all have dark
FYI.
vision.
It's all
But
yeah,
good
but
to
it's
know.
all
The shades
deathly
of
quiet and dark,
Oh.
and yeah, there's no.
gray. No, I don't like it.
I just didn't have a version of it that didn't have the light. So where are you going? You have two
And
routes.
just before we head off, Garen just wants to get in front of Artor. Respectfully, Artor. Because you're leaving the realm, you cannot leave us exposed. Don't say his name. Don't even try. Don't even think about it. You're leaving. You don't have the responsibility or the entitlement anymore to put us in danger. You are a Jarl. Act like one and think like one. Do not put the Horde in danger just because you are leaving. He turns and leaves.
Artor will nod.
Eerden would like to look to see if one direction has more footprints than the other direction.
Make a survival check.
This is doing a slightly more scientific of he's going to stick his head in this passage and have a look.
26.
26. Ursa has it right. That side has way more footprints than the other one.
He spelled
Oh,
them.
right. Good job. So I let the team know we should go this way.
Also,
Ursa
like
and I figured it
tents and stuff.
Tents and stuff.
You find a. Oh, what am I doing? It looks like kind of a camp area. Again, completely abandoned.
Given that Wasserham isn't here, who gets to make the intense joke? Is it the first person?
Hello?
Same.
Are there any anemones in here?
No, there are no anemones in here.
Do we still see any footprints that might still be 3 days oldish? Or is it just...
Yeah, like this whole area was clearly being used at that point. But there's been no one here since then. And everything is out. The fire is out. All the lamps are out. The fire looks like it burnt out. It wasn't put out. It's, the place looks like it was abandoned.
I rolled pretty shit, but 13 investigation of the tent.
Bedrolls, things of that kind. Nothing really interesting.
No food? To see if it's spoiled, how long they might have gone?
Suppose there probably would be some, but it would all be the sort of stuff you take camping with you. So like tinned food,
So it's quite-
whatever the
it's
fantasy
quite hard.
version of tinned food is,
Yeah.
jerky,
It's all salt and
rations,
pork and,
yeah.
jerky and stuff.
Like-
yeah.
It's the stuff you take when you don't know when you're next going to have
Nuts.
access to.
One sad bowl of limes somewhere.
Are they all tents, or what is this right there that I'm pinging?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know it's just a map and it might not actually be there, so...
Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, that looks like it's probably some sort of like storage area, maybe. It's got like, pots and spatulas and shit you use to cook crap over a fire. Let's go with that.
Okay, we're not finding anything to indicate who has been in here yet. Have
Not
we?
really, no, apart from the fact that you found a cavern full of gold and things that clearly look like stolen goods.
There's a spiky fence, people. Spiky
There is a
fences.
fence.
Spiky
Yes.
fences tend to try and keep people out.
Or things in.
Note which way the spikes are going.
Yeah.
Does that look like another pathway, or is it a smaller cave behind the spikes?
Oh, yeah, you can
I'll go and have a
definitely
look.
see. It's a pathway.
Yeah. I'm gonna look the other way too, just to see.
It's
Any
got
tracks on
horns
that?
of things.
It's creepy in here.
Yeah, it is pretty creepy. It looks like it's intended to be. It's intended to be discouraging.
Looks like Ursa Nightmare down that run.
Boy,
What's-
yeah.
What's the other way?
The other way just circles back around.
Okay.
It's basically.
Sorry,
just
DM, I had
another-
to. I have
Yes?
to reload my R20, my roll 20. Did we have any tracks down there that we saw? Anything? It looks like this was pushed out, right? Was there...
Make a survival check, please.
Oh, that's better than investigation. Cool, thanks. Never mind. That was a 2. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
Oh,
Good.
the floor is quite stony here.
It's nice. Yeah. Good solid foundations. This is good. You could really build a good house. On this.
Indigo, in that little bit that goes around, can you make me a investigation check, please?
Yes. Anybody want to help me?
Well, if I
I
can get
will.
close enough, I'll give the guidance. But I'm probably looking here for.
Well,
stuff.
without it, it's 21. So.
Okay, it's not that hard to make. In one of the little corners in this passageway, there is the weirdest thing. It looks like a complete outfit with a helm and a cloak that falls right to the ground, and like a pendant, and it's on a almost a dressmaker's mannequin kind of situation. Very ornate, ridiculously over the top. Just chilling there.
What I'm going to do is pull my cloak out of my bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
throw my cloak over the dress form.
Hmm?
Does anything happen?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'm going to take the dress form and try to shove it in a bag. Just shove it in.
So you can take the bits apart if you want. Like the helm would come off and be separate to the pendant to the cloak. It's just resting.
Would it help
on
if
this
we held the bag
mannequin.
and used
If you're trying to shove the
bag
whole
open.
mannequin in, it's probably not going to fit through the mouth of the bag.
It's a
Okay.
2-foot opening. It would be tight fit, but it's doable.
I've got my Heward's handy haversack.
I'm not
Okay.
convinced that you can get the entire mannequin and all the things
So
into the bag.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to use my cloak to remove the helm. Does it do anything?
No.
Okay, buzz in. And then I will use the cloak to get the pendant and everything, every piece.
Yep. Cool.
And then I look at the dress form. And I go, hey, I know your brother. And I backhand him. And then I walk away.
Cool.
Was there maybe anything identifiable about the helm or anything that might be familiar to anybody?
Were you there when this was happening?
I walked
Did you see
over
it?
to give her help.
Make a history check.
Alright, well, the helm, a pendant, and an outfit?
Yeah.
It's like a cloak, like a full body cloak that covers.
Yeah, guess what? It all fucking came in the bag. Oh, baby.
That's the 9. I don't know anything.
Nope. Doesn't look familiar to you.
The initials SCUBA mean nothing to you.
Can I get all of you to make a perception check for me? If you have the listening boon, you can use it.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Sweet.
Natural 1, I'm backhanding a dress form, so.
Apparently, you are distracted.
15.
Natural 20 for a 20.
Cool. Ursa,
14
maybe
plus
it's
4,
because you're
18.
closest, but you definitely hear what sounds like whispered voices from the other end of that passage, with the big scary fangs.
Down here.
There's someone
people,
through there.
people down the toothy thing.
Well, shall we?
I guess
Do
we're
you-
going down the toothy thing too.
Would you
Somehow
like...
that sentence fills me with dread. I don't know why, but it does.
Would
Let's
you
go
pre-
first.
Okay. I was going to suggest perhaps an invisible person would go first, so that nobody saw them coming.
No one will see Ursa. He's like a ghost.
He will attempt to be incredibly stealthy.
Make a stealth check, please.
Ghost bear.
Not bad.
Well, I can cast
15?
Pass Without a Trace.
Did you say 15?
15, and if she casts Pass Without a Trace, that'll be 25.
25. Cool. You sneak down the passage. You come to... What did I do? You come to what looks like a workroom. There is a forge. It is not, in fact, lit up like it looks like it is. A table.
Forge.
Yeah, a bunch of... clearly this has been used for working on things. There's a table that has like alchemy stuff on it. Probably used to transform natural substances into substances that can be taken for recreational use. That's the vibe. Not that Ursa would know that, but that's the general idea.
It smells funky.
Also deserted, though. Nobody is here. There is, on the other end of the room, a very large metal, like, barred door. And behind that barred door is where the voices are coming from. And they are
Indigo
whispering.
is invisible.
Okay.
Now that we're here, can we
If
do a
you're
perception
going
roll
in
to see
there-
how many voices?
I need you to make a stealth check, please. Ursa did. Ursa, you're fine. The rest of you.
Okay.
Okay.
And does Pass Without a Trace work for everybody, or is it just for Ursa?
Yeah, no, it's the whole group.
It's the whole group.
As long as you stay within 30 feet of me.
Excellent. That's a 17 with the pass without a trace.
21.
Is it 33?
23.
35, sorry.
Indigo's in a different campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Artor's-
called the Smiting by Oberon campaign.
Artor's staying back because he doesn't trust his plate metal to stay quiet.
Okay, cool.
No,
you all
just
did
roll
very
disadvantage,
well,
it's fine.
but someone behind that door had a higher perception than 17. So you hear a female voice come out of there, and it sounds hoarse, and it goes, "Finally, you've been gone for days. We could use some water in here, you know."
Oh, yes, of course, I have water. Who's said that?
You're not them.
I'm just gonna go and walk over and have a look at this door. Is it a solid door?
It's like a cage. It's like a jail door.
Like,
Metal.
can I see through it?
Yes, you can. There are 3 cages inside there, and each of them has someone in it.
The scholars are alive.
Is there a way of me opening the door?
I mean, how did
You're a really
it's
strong
locked,
barbarian.
if
Sure
that's
there's
what
a
you're
way.
asking.
I think we might have someone who could maybe.
I mean, I can try and break it, but it might take a while.
I know they're around here somewhere.
There is in one cage a young-looking boy, blonde hair, doesn't look older than 13 or 14. He's wearing something that looks a lot like an apprentice wizard's robe, and he looks terrified and dirty and like he hasn't been fed in a while. One is a woman with short-cut red hair. Also, she looks quite muscular, like she's probably quite strong, but again, like she's been through hell. She's wearing very little other than rags. And a tiefling who is wearing extremely gaudy, colorful clothes, but they are wrecked. They all look very hungry and very unhappy.
I'm just gonna turn, look around the room, and just be like, "Indigo, door open, please."
Alright, I appear. Sigh, it's so hard to be so useful. Hey, the people, thirsty people?
Yeah.
You scholars?
What? No. This is the
Who are
woman with the red hair is doing all the talking. The other 2 are just sitting quietly.
Yeah, who are you?
What? Scholars? What? No. Me. My name is Saray. This here's Jared. And this here's... What's your name, honey? And the tiefling just kind of mutters something under their breath.
Doesn't matter. Cage is bad. Get them out.
Can Garen...
She doesn't talk much. She's a bit... I think she's been here longest.
Can I just pass my water skin up to the front so they can give it to them? Presumably it fits through the bars so they can at least start
they're
drinking.
in cages inside this prison, so you need to open
Oh, I understand.
the door. Yeah.
I am going to check for traps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And-
getting my water skin out, taking Garen's, and like if anyone else has got one, I'm stealing theirs as well, so they can have one each.
Nice.
Yeah,
And if we
Yeah,
still
yeah, good
got
plan.
orange slices, we can give them orange slices.
yeah,
That's
it's a,
Oh, yeah,
eating
true.
his.
Indigo, investigation for
got
traps.
that is 22 to investigate
No traps.
and 23 to unlock if it is locked.
Easy to unlock. It's not particularly difficult. You manage to unlock it, no problem.
And just
And
tap
it
it
is
once.
literally just a little cavern with these three cages with these three people.
All right. Before I let you out, I need your word that you will bring no harm to my group.
We have no
What's-
interest, unless you work for the fuckers who kept us here.
No, absolutely not. Fuck those guys.
Well, I have no reason to harm you then.
while she's intimidating and stuff, I'm passing out water skins to them.
Interestingly, the redhead does not seem intimidated or even confused by your appearance. She's very unfazed by you.
All right. I'm going to pick the blonde's lock first.
Okay.
Artor is going to send a message to Garen the Blessed. Garen the Blessed, safe to continue up without stealth. You can reply to this message.
Confirmed to be safe. Come on. Huzzah!
Artor will rejoin the group.
Indigo, you let the little boy out? Little boy. Boy.
Well, I don't think a natural one will do anything.
Oh, yeah, no, you do not let the boy out.
But I mean, I can take time to do it, right?
Yeah, you can.
So-
I would assume that you can get it done eventually. It just takes a while.
Yeah, it will take me a little bit, but I can get everybody out so long as you will allow it.
Yeah, it's easier. Cool. So they all come out. The boy is clearly fucking terrified. Like, he is super unhappy with the situation. He looks emaciated. They all look emaciated, like they haven't been fed properly. As soon as you offer them water skins, they take them and just like glug that shit down.
I'm going to pull out. I still have the remnants of the pies that I was given earlier in the day in my bag, and I'm just going to start handing food out.
They eat ravenously like they haven't been fed for at least 3 days.
They can have whatever orange slices Garen has, etc.
Oh, Ursa has food.
No one ever
so
comes
always
here.
has
What are
food.
you doing here? Where did the people go? They just fucking left and they never came back.
Do you know who they were, or the people?
Smugglers, slavers, I don't know. They just collect shit and sell it, including us. That was the plan, I believe. They were gonna sell us.
As slaves, presumably.
I would assume so, yes. That's usually what it is.
And who was talking with that answering? Was that the
The redhead.
Jared or the redhead?
The redhead's a woman, but yes, she's doing all the talking. The boy is clearly terrified. Like, he's eating and drinking, but is not responding to any verbal stuff. The tiefling doesn't seem to be entirely present with the situation. Is eating and drinking, and is muttering, but is muttering in Infernal. Do any of you speak Infernal?
Somebody will. Oh, no.
Muttering in Infernal. So
DM, would you allow a medicine check on the
Yes.
boy first to see whether he's
Absolutely.
actually anything
Yep.
wrong with him? That makes sense.
go for it.
Awesome. Thanks. So 27.
He's not particularly injured or particularly hurt, apart from the
Okay.
neglect. Like, he clearly hasn't been eating properly. They are all severely dehydrated. He's clearly terrified, like he's scared, but he's not actually physically harmed in any
Okay.
particular way, apart from what you would expect from being stuck in a cage for an extended period
Okay.
of time.
Yeah.
So, from Ursa's perspective, bearing in mind age is numbers and he doesn't do them well, roughly how old?
The child,
Yeah.
like 12, 13.
Yeah, that's little child to me.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out a little carving of a bear and just like offer it towards him
He looks
And-
up at you with wide, scared eyes.
and just sort of like make it do a little dance.
It's all right. We won't hurt you. We're here to get you out and get you safe. You stay with us. We're going to be okay now.
I just want to go home.
Home is where we will take you. But first we have to get you out. You stay close to me. My name is Garen. Nothing will hurt you when you're next to me. You'll be okay.
Bears protect as well.
And the
takes the
bear
bear.
is a little good luck charm. With him, you can't go wrong.
Garen's so good with kids. He's gonna take the bear, and then like he's remembered something his mom told him one time. He's gonna be like, "Thank you," and squirrel it away.
Just gonna grin and like Ursa's Ursa. He's gonna grin and flash fangs because he's a bear. And
No, it's okay.
like
That's Ursa's way of saying that he's happy.
Yep, he's happy.
He's happy that you like his gift. It's okay. I'll just kind of side check it. I was body check him doing so half covering the boy. It's okay. He's not going to hurt you. It's okay.
I'm gonna go over to Artor and like, can we take these ones back with us?
We were told to bring back survivors, so yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
These might not be the survivors we were looking for, but they're still survivors nonetheless.
Absolutely.
Indigo, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Yes. 17.
As you were.
Don't love that.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
fills me with reassurance. That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing? You have found 3 fairly traumatized, neglected people who are clearly weak with hunger and dehydration. What do you wish
Will
to do?
the tiefling interact with us? Will he follow us? Will he? If Garen speaks common, will he respond? Or will they?
There's
don't
no
respond
response. It's like they're stuck inside their own head, and just muttering.
Okay.
Constantly
Do they turn to
muttering.
the noise? Do they at least turn to the noise or the stimulus?
No, they turn to the food and the
Okay.
drink. Like that was clearly a yes, I'm hungry, but
Okay.
shows very little interest in anything else.
Can Garen medicine check him? Them?
Sure.
The?
Sure.
Man, you get plus 10-year-old bollocks like that. I might use inspiration Twitch, thanks. You guys are great. 22.
They're not physically hurt. There doesn't seem to be anything physical causing this, but there's clearly something wrong. Something that isn't right with this being's mind.
Would you allow an Arcana check to see whether if he's been dispelled or befuddled or enchanted or anything like that?
Sure.
Befuzzled? Because,
Yeah.
Garen's all about intelligence. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I can
excellent.
growl at him, that's about it.
Natural 4.
Say.
Yeah,
Seems
fair
a bit.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems... Yeah, alright.
So, something's clearly going on with this guy, but
Yeah. If we... Can we gently move him? Can he be guided out of the cell?
Yeah.
Out of the cell?
All
right, okay.
They're definitely responsive to that. Like, yeah. Like,
Okay.
yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially
Garen
if
will
you,
play Mother Hen.
wave orange slices in front.
Yeah. Garen will play Mother Hen to the 3. Well, to the 2, I guess. Redhead, she's.
He does not seem to require a mother
Yeah.
hen. She
Yeah,
seems
I
quite
understand.
tough, even though she's quite like,
Yeah.
she's not in great shape, but strong of character.
This wall here, is it just blocked because like
It's blocked because I
Of
didn't
reasons.
reveal it.
I
There-
was just
on the map,
wondering,
on the map, there's a door, but there isn't actually a door. It's
okay,
just
I
a
just
little
wanted to
cabin. Yeah.
double check that there wasn't like stairs or a ladder.
Oh
or...
no. It's
So, Eerden will go up to the tiefling.
Mhm.
That's the one who seems to be lost in their mind,
Mhm.
and try to do dispel magic,
At what level?
3rd level.
Doesn't seem to change anything. Saray kind of goes, okay, so you're here and rescuing us, I guess. They left like 3 days ago and never came back. I don't know what that was about. What's the deal? Did you kill them?
Did you hear any signs of combat yourself?
We don't hear shit in here.
How many of them were there?
4, 5, sometimes more. Rotating cast of assholes. They were
No, we haven't seen
collecting
them.
something in the caves to make drugs out of, I think. They said
Yes.
once they had enough, they'd be taking us back to sell.
Did you say this table was covered in the stuff to make all the stuff?
Yeah, like alchemy shit. You know,
Ursa's gonna
Bunsen
go and
burners
like literally pick the table up and launch it at the wall.
Okay, it shatters. Everything on it shatters. There's a lot of broken glass now.
What's that over there, DM? Is that?
It's all just more of the same, like workspace
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a rampage and just break everything.
Uh,
I'm gonna attempt to break the cages as well.
with Ursa doing that,
Yeah.
Garen just wants to get the kid and the tiefling kind of away. They probably don't need to see that right now, because that'll
That's fair.
I won't yuck his yum, but I want to get the non-combatants safe and out of that, because that'll be triggering.
Yeah, Ursa just doesn't do slavery very well, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what now? You gonna take us home or something?
Well, our
Are you all
suggestion
here?
is we take you to our patron, who will then take you home. We have to get you out of here, and hopefully the tide has dropped so we can do so safely. Otherwise, there may be need for a swim.
Well,
But again, we can keep you safe.
not to
And looks to the boy. I can keep you safe.
not to point out, anything unfortunate, but something is still. I think something else is still
Wrong.
wrong. Yeah. They've been gone
Wrong.
for 3
What do you
days.
mean wrong?
Well, why are they gone? They didn't take you. You're the goods, right?
Uh-huh. They said they were coming back.
Yeah, and they
I
didn't.
assume they got fucked up
Yeah,
one way or another.
but we have not seen them. Is my point.
They were talking
bodies,
about
no
something
remains.
eating things.
Yeah. Did
Maybe they got it.
Did they say what they thought was eating things?
Some kind of monster, I guess. They I mean, we only get bits and pieces while they're working, right? But
Yeah.
I gathered from what they were saying, because they think we're all fucking stupid, that there was something coming into the caverns and taking people, and the people weren't coming back, so they were probably being lunch, and they
Yeah.
needed to hurry up and get what they needed before everybody died, so that they could get paid.
But
So I'm guessing the thing ate them.
yeah, but you said
Yes.
they're coming into the caverns, correct?
Yep. That's what it
Wa-
said.
Walking or
No,
crawling?
no, in the place with the flowers or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Our concern is that we have killed one beastie. There may be more. We don't
Yeah.
want to take you anywhere
Was it?
that might risk you getting hurt.
Did it try to eat you
Yeah.
or take you away?
Not me specifically. Not me specifically. But two of my companions are much, much tastier than I am.
Forgive me, but you all seem quite badass, and these guys were fucking not.
Okay.
Where did they abduct you? All of you.
Various places.
You don't have to tell us more than that. That's fine.
I don't know where they got them, pointing at the tiefling. They've been here longer than me. The kid came from Waterdeep, I think.
Okay.
And Eerden's gonna look at Indigo, and in her mind, she's gonna say to Indigo, if they didn't come in through the water, how did they come in?
That's in my mind. I'm assuming I've done this with you before, so I know I can respond, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I chose.
Yeah. That's my worry. I saw some, perhaps more passages, but these folks did not make that swim.
Well, not at high tide, definitely not.
But even at low tide, you have to swim a little bit, right?
Yes.
Little boy tugs on Garen's shoulder, on Garen's hand. Hey,
Hey.
hey. Can we
Yeah.
go now, please? I don't want to be
We are
here
just-
anymore.
I understand. We're just making sure it's safe before we do so. There's some water. It's quite high. I'm just not sure you're strong enough to swim. We want to make sure
I can swim
everyone gets
real
that
well.
okay.
They taught me to swim. I can swim.
Who's they?
Who was they?
The guys at the school.
Oh, you're at your school. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your school?
Our other concern is there might still be something in the water. We're just trying to work that through.
Young Adventurers Academy of Waterdeep.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Huzzah.
Did you guys swim to get in here at all?
No, they brought us through some passageway. It was wet, but we didn't have to swim. The water was like up to our knees.
Okay.
Could you show us that passageway?
Maybe.
All right. Well, let's
Well, let's try that.
Yeah.
let's go.
Alright. Saray will lead you back to the original cabin.
Mhm.
And show you the passageway up going to the north.
Yeah.
It has like a grid over it, but it seems like a grid that is more, stop things coming through. Like it's not locked to anything.
Like this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, I would say you've spent some time in this place now. The tide has gone down a little bit. That water has receded.
Oh, good.
And it's a passageway where the water is not more than knee height.
We
If
should go that way.
if the boy allows, Garen will just pick him up. Let's keep him dry.
Cool.
All right. Let's just go there.
Let's go.
Cool. You follow the passageway for like 30 minutes and you come out on top of the cliff above the sea.
I'm on top of the cliff now. I'm on top of the cliff now.
Is there any signs of brutality, blood, guts, bones?
Nope. So, you know that they were harvesting the anemones. You know that they are not as badass as all of you. It's probably a safe bet that this creature is able to take on some shitty academics and some dumb bandits and sneak them away and chomp on them. Very different to you lot.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's success, you guys.
Are these people from here, or do we need to take them back?
We take them
We
back.
need to take them back.
We take them back.
Yeah. I think we probably do that. However,
How do we get the tiefling to agree to come with us?
The
You ask him, them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn to the tiefling and just like look him dead in the face and like, you come with us now, yes?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 19.
He stops mumbling for just a second, looks at you and goes, okay. And then goes
Grab
back
him.
into...
I'm just gonna hold onto his shoulder. Gently,
Yeah.
claws pointed out.
Garen has the child.
Mhm.
can we just hold
ma'am?
on just a second?
Yeah. Garen is thinking.
For the tiefling, I'm driving to my healer's kit, pull out some diamond dust, and I will just gently greater restoration him.
Okay. I need to look some stuff up to tell you if it works.
Okay.
Nice.
Hang on. It does not. It does not.
Okay. All right.
It has no effect.
Okay. We might need an arcane specialist over this. Before we go, how hurt does Eerden look? Because I don't want to go back to the realm and have Hela go, "Hey, you're the cleric, and my wife's still messed up. The hell was that?" Because that's a conversation I don't need. I'm just saying.
She's almost at her normal max hit points, so she's just like 10 under.
The woman.
Yep. Sarai.
Because Sarai. Sarai.
Yeah.
We're going to teleport with you guys.
Okay.
So, have you done this before?
No.
Okay. Do I have your permission to hold your hand? I don't mean that as a come on, but okay.
You hold out her hand flirtily.
I hold her hand, and I look around. I make sure everybody else has got contact.
Ginger for anyone who wants it, just in case.
Yeah, take the ginger.
Sarai will take
just
the
as we
ginger.
go, healing word to Eerden.
Well, Sarai and the boy and Garrett take the ginger, but not the tiefling. Because
who wants to do it?
Eerden, take another 12 points. Healing word. I'll just say, please don't tell Hela. And at the last word, Hela's like, boom, take 12 points. Just don't. Just don't. Low-key scared of your super powerful wife.
On Indigo asking who wants to say it, Ursa's going to go, Babalex.
Very
Close.
close.
nothing happens.
Oh.
Arryn, you've been quiet. Do you want to do it? Bring us back.
Sure. What you saying? Bellatrix.
And you're all teleported back to the throne room. Just as you're being pulled away, Artor and Indigo, you hear inside your head a lovely, charming male voice say, "Oh, don't go." And then you're gone. And you find yourselves in the throne room. And the lady says, "Adventurers, welcome. You found survivors, I gather. Excellent work. Did you deal with the problem?"
We
the
did.
problem was dealt with.
There was fish.
Excellent.
Artor's just gonna sit on the ground.
It was more than just fish.
Okay. Well,
We had sushi, and then sushi had us. It got very complicated.
They were creating drugs out of the anemones, and the drug dealers and creators are dead by the monster's hand. The monsters are dead by, I can't say our hand, their hands. I was high. It was great. I touched it, and it was the best time of my life. I will never find that happiness again. These three need to go home.
I see.
Indigo was very happy. It was most disturbing.
Very well. Excellent. I need to roll a thing. Hang on.
I found shells.
No, I don't need you to roll anything, Jax.
As her eyes kind of go over these people, she goes, Garen, dear, you should probably take these three to the hospital and just make sure that they are taken care of until we're able to return them to where they need and want to be.
Of course. I shall do that now. Thank you. You'll bow and go. Come. Your mother hid them out.
Congratulations, folks. As usual, you will receive the usual rewards. Excellent work. Thank you for another successful mission.
I noticed Artor sit. Are you okay?
That was a mistake. And I'm about to pay for it.
What was a mistake? Exactly.
Auntie, Artor and I need to really talk to you.
Okay.
I think I should stay.
Okay.
I go find sandwich.
Yeah, Arryn will
You
leave.
better.
This isn't her business.
Garen's already gone.
We said his name, and he heard us.
He, my dear husband. This is the he you're referring to?
I absolutely am referring to him. We were worried that the mission seemed too easy, and we thought maybe he had something to do with it. In order to draw out agents or people that he may have had in the area, we egged him on, and he heard us, and he would now, at the very least, Artor and I, he knows of us. At the very least.
Indigo. Out of everyone in this entire horde,
I know.
you should know the power of invoking that kind of name without protections.
I know.
Well, we were already upping security around here, so I suppose we shall just up it further. But if you two get any... what does Artbeck call them? Bonce messages? You make sure I know about it.
Instantly.
Artor,
Near the
you are
first.
leaving. Which means you will not be protected by these magics. I suggest you find a way to protect your mind. To ensure that you're fighting on the right side when the war comes.
He's not looking at the lady, but he nods.
I know everybody here is very fond of talking about what an asshole my dear husband is, but he is also extremely persuasive. Do you understand?
Oh. Yes. You should probably know that he is already... did Artor tell us the last bit that Oberon said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he
told
did.
you, yeah.
Okay. So, he has already told Artor that he would take him on his person. And he
That
has
does not surprise me.
He's already said he likes me.
That also does not surprise me.
I'm trying to be fully transparent with you here. It was foolish, and I have allowed myself to be carried away by solving mysteries that I have no business solving. And I want you to know that I am fully aware of that. And I know. I know what I have done is very bad.
Stupid.
Extremely. And I don't really know how to amend this issue at all.
Well, you told me straight away, which is helpful. As long as you're in the realm, you should be fine. You should probably also, when you leave, find ways to protect your mind. Because now that he knows where it is, he will be able to smell it.
Yeah. And Yeah. But also Eerden was with us, so I am worried that he could see our group.
That is concerning.
Yeah.
I assume, Eerden, you were not stupid enough to go yelling the man's name.
No, that was not.
Well, hopefully he did not notice you. Hopefully. Well, Artor, you should go and talk to one of the more intelligent arcane practitioners in the realm before you leave. Many of them have ways to keep beings out of your brain. I would advise you to find such a method.
Hell will be the first one I speak to.
Excellent. I would
Giant's
rather
blood
not
runs
be.
thick.
I would rather not be fighting you, but I will if I have to, and I will win.
Yes, you will.
Was that all?
Oh, come on now, that
Indigo.
was enough.
Indigo is going to stay behind and have a discussion with the lady that I was not expecting to have until next week. Because this is accelerated that issue greatly. If that is off stream, that is fine.
Do it off stream because we have
yeah.
kids this weekend and we've already run longer than
Exactly.
anticipated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we
so
lost Gavin.
that conversation unfortunately has been much accelerated, and there is less time to think about it because
You wanted story juice and then you went and yelled the big bad's name.
I know.
All right, folks.
The people watching at home, find out more by joining the Horde. Discord.
Yes, indeed.
Or
A lot of
story
stuff
juice.
happens in our Discord. You can either join the Horde or become a subscriber, and then you get access to the truly phenomenal amount of RP that happens during the week between games. Do that thing.
Do both those things.
Do both those things. We'll be back next week. I'm sorry, were we done? I assumed that was pretty much good for today.
Yeah, we've done
Artor?
enough.
Poof, nope.
Artor's been told off twice.
Artor is realizing how much of a fuck up that was.
Mm.
Much to the thanks of Garen the Blessed.
Yeah.
Eerden
Okay.
sending daggers, not literal daggers, but at Indigo. She's been holding back. She's been holding back since the fire pit, since Indigo said she came to the lady digging. So now she's pissed.
So much of story juice. Okay.
Come to
the
the Discord. Come check it out.
Come to the Discord. Alright, next week we are doing the rat one?
The rat
Rat
one.
King's S. Which is a little homage to a certain Terry Pratchett book that I adore. Kind of. With a lot of Jax thrown in. So, we will see you all there. Don't miss it. Be there next week. I know it's Easter weekend, but honestly, this is so much better than that. Bring your chocolate. Eat chocolate while watching Horde games. It'll be great. We love you all so much. Thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you, 6 lovely people, for playing this game with me. You're all amazing. We will see you next week.
Thanks, Jax. Thanks, Adam, and farewell, Mike.
Thanks.